Uh-oh, Mr. President, get down. There we go. Let's see. I had one of my layers off. Hey, Bella. Good time zone. We're going down memory lane before I get to some of my stuff. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now, sometimes with this tool, it does have a bit of latency and lag, like it's loading it, even though I've already got everything on disk. I'm not complaining too much. Let me go ahead and start up the bingo, actually, because this is technically the start of it. Do this guy over here. Let me rearrange my windows. There we go. Okay. Oops. Here. And here. Okay. And start game. Make it a little taller. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Now then. I recall there was a lot of musical stuff that we saw sprinkled throughout the house. I thought I remembered a piano being in this room originally. They still have some guitars up here. But I think when I backed this up, it was a little bit after we had the stream. It still has everything. Oh shit, that's right. I can't do the zoom in this browser. Okay. Damn. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, the whole zoom in feature is something inside of Edge, and this tool is strictly inside Chrome. So I can't do my zoom ins, I'm afraid. No zoomies this week. Okay. That's a WoW guitar. There was another house. There was actually another house I came across that we'd seen before, and it was the home of a some sort of professional musician, I believe, and there was shitloads of guitars all over the place. It was crazy. Because at first I was just like, wow, this guy really loves guitars. Then somebody was like, oh, he's a musician, that's why. I can't recall. Was it somebody who was in country music of some report? I don't know. I could probably pull that one up if we wanted to look at it again, because it was a really cool house, honestly. Big ass guitar pick on the wall. Let's see. So, the paint job and everything is relatively cool colored. Not cool as in interesting. At least it's not totally dovetail gray. It's slightly blue hued, but it's still pretty close. TV over fireplace. Equivalent of unsalted crackers. Yeah, it's because all the spices in the basement, you know? Okay, for folks who've not seen this house, you're in for a treat. Because the entirety of ground floor and second floor, it's not too... Oh, really? Already? Whoa. Wow. Huh. All right. Damn. I'm still surprised by how often giraffes come up. It's literally the new foosball table, right? Okay. Is that Jeffrey? Is it still Jeffrey at this point? Because Jeffrey was the youngin', right? It could be Jeffrey's spawn. Oh, they didn't actually cover that. Was there a Michales? Oh yeah, that'll count. That'll count for Michal. Okay. The giraffe's the key to it. Toilet wash your fucking hands. Now, nothing too interesting. What is that? Oh, that's a guitar. Okay. I thought this was like some creature in a painting. It's just a very far away guitar. What a bland-ass house. The fun's in the basement. Something of importance I want to spell out for y'all. This is a slide. This is not a stairway. What do you mean, oh no, not this place again? It's hell yeah, this place. Ah, it feels great to be back, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Look at this. Man. Yeah, this is the dad band. This is Dudes Rock. Boy, howdy. Boy, howdy. Man. So, okay, I think they just did a long exposure here to get what we're seeing on the ground. Or what the heck is it called? Time lapse? I don't know. It's the whole thing where you leave a camera going and it gets all the smears of light. That's probably what they did here? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe not. They even got out a fog machine for a little bit of haze near the drum set. Long exposure. All right. So let me see. Is this anything interesting? Something for artists, because they actually have a very interestingly, I want to say almost professional studio elsewhere in this basement. So that's a viewing stage. This is not a pull for calisthenics, I'm afraid. It is load bearing, unless you have very big grippers, you know. It is load bearing for sure, for sure. That is rendered though. I don't need to imagine what this would be like with boring ass furniture, okay? It's a render of pool though. I think we usually don't double dip in cases like this. We never had a rendered pool table, I don't think. We'll keep it separate. We're probably going to find another pool table eventually, though, right? Is this new listing for this place where I didn't see the render before? I don't remember the renders either, Bella. Like, let me see. So back at the very beginning, one thing I remembered from this, like I backed this up like a couple months after we viewed it. Because I basically thought to myself, oh shit, I should back that up. I remember very clearly there was a piano in this room. I think it was like a white piano. I wouldn't say new at this point, but like relative to when we saw it, it is new. I backed this up. It says I backed this up beginning of March 2025. And I think we saw this probably the end of 2024. Where's all the kids stuff? Well, there was the room with Jeffrey. That's kiddo themed, I think. Maybe. It's been flipped. Oh no, I'm sorry. The first and second floor look like this already. Make no mistake. Basement still kind of whips ass, honestly. I don't need to see this. So there is a bit of a seating area here. I think this is real. And then they have an actual acoustically treated recording room here. Now, there's a hallway. Okay, so there's this cordon room. There's the hallway with... Why do you have the foam out here? That's weird. That's strange. There's the piano. Okay, here we go. This has all the hardware and the computer. Wow. Look at the monitor arrangement. What an animal. Somebody really worked here, I can tell. And there's some sort of a singing / VO booth. My goodness, my goodness. Huh. Garage hoops right there. Mark that off. Read the layout and went, all right, good enough. Anything else? No. But this was backed up March of like the beginning of last year. So this backup is nearly a year old. But let me see. It did not have, I don't think it had anything about the band's name up there. The original listing did say Adrenaline, I believe. Unless there was something I missed. I'm pretty sure I didn't miss any band iconography in here. Because I think in this room, folks picked up on what the band name was. Yeah, there was definitely something about... I think over the bar it had Adrenaline or something like that. That might have been what it was. Hey, Switch, how are you? Used to have the sign or something. I'm glad and also surprised that multiple people in chat said, oh, is this the Adrenaline House? Because I entirely memory hold the band's name. For folks who don't know, it's kind of like a dad rock band that kind of did it. They did a song for the NHL, I believe. I can't actually play it because I think my old VOD got like YouTube's got not copyright struck, but it got a very stern response from the copyright thing on YouTube. So I'd like duck out the audio because I guess it is kind of high profile audio, I guess. John Carpenter movie night. Ooh. Is that his favorite? I guess that makes sense. Let me see. Let me see. He does like grabbing all of his favorite stuff and plugging it into other types of media. Let's see. Let's see. So the first one I tucked aside that I forgot about. This is a cute one. Why do you think Snake is named Snake? Sheer coincidence. Boy, I saved this one a while ago. Oh, I see, I see. Noted. What about... Oh, what's the square footage on this guy? I wonder. What's the square inchage? What's the square centimeters on this fella? Oh, wow. No, that's not Solid Snake. Ooh, look at the room. Look at the spacing. My goodness, my goodness. I gotta say, the little greebles here, I don't think they'd be very comfortable, to be honest with you. Wow, how'd they match the portraits? Did they Photoshop these? Definitely. They definitely Photoshopped the portraits. Damn. Damn. Why would you do this? I don't know. I kind of like it, though. They really get pretty dead on in a good chunk of these. At least as close you could get with Legos. And I would say this is a humble amount of Legos. This isn't like, oh, I have a Death Star of Legos that I'm gonna, take out a new loan on my home for. My goodness, my goodness. Imagine sitting in those. Jesus, Jesus. Man, man. Antagonistic to people who want to sit in them, right? The bed. Oh my God, the carpet. You see what they did with the area rug here? Wow. Imagine stepping on that, Jesus. That is very, very interesting. Oh man, the closet storage. Look how many Lego heights you could stow in this bad boy. But the doorway, they're doing something with the perspective on the doorway to the bathroom. It's a bit of a swing and the miss here, I gotta say. That is quite literally a Lego Goblin. Lego Goblin is the most expensive variant. Bamboozled? No. It's just Lego. There's no bamboo to be had here, okay? Let me see here. Okay, okay, that's cute. That's cute. Treadmill, yeah, yeah. Okay. And they have this out on, this is out on a balcony of some sort. Imagine making Bath Doom with Legos. I'd kind of be surprised if somebody hasn't by now, right? Then again, I guess maybe I just changed my expectations. It hasn't really broached its way into the common lexicon the way Grover has, you know? It has the layout too? Of course it does. Look at that. Look at that. Somebody really had a lot of fun with this. My God, if I hadn't already hit labor of love, this would have earned it. 1.2 million. That's expensive Legos, let me tell you. DC. 3 bed, 4 bath. Oh my stars, oh my stars. Welcome to Watkins Alley. Oh, you even named this Lego? You named this bad boy? Wow. Huh. A personal Lego elevator? How expensive is that gonna be? 2 blocks from the metro. Nothing about the Legos in the description, I'm afraid. $6 grand for trash removal. Crazy, right? Oh my gosh. Built in 2020. Okay, okay. Anything interesting? How walkable are these Legos? 92. There's no way a Lego could be that walkable. That'd be murder on your feet. You ever step on one of those suckers barefoot? What a nightmare. World of Warcraft's doing some competition with their housing system for Team People Design. The winner is going to have a Zillow posting. I mean, I've seen some real freak shit in Final Fantasy XIV, to be honest with you. It's hard to surprise me now. Especially because inside of 14, they do a lot of really weird stuff with how certain things clip and sit on top of each other. Like, if there's an asset that doesn't exist, but, like, the final, like, if, like, a 5% slice of something looks like what they're after, they will just bury all sorts of weird stuff out of bounds. I'm trying to recall, there's a lot of trickery, like, with stairways and things like that. It's super cool how inventive folks got. And of course, Square's just kind of like, yeah, whatever. That's fine. That's fine. I don't care. I've seen some shit. Yeah, I've seen some shit too. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Now, how's about something a little, Yeah. 53 photos inside of here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's see, let's see. We got shapes. I'm just thinking about ice cream. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay. Exhibit A. Exhibit B. Don't talk to me or my son ever again. Hang on, I need to do a jump scare. Let me do this. There we go. That's a Bugles. Man, I haven't had Bugles in a long time. I really like how perfectly salted Bugles were. Very, very nice. Ooh, the door isn't even centered on this panel. Ooh. Peculiar. Hang on. I need to make a follow-up. Hang on. Yeah, whatever. My god, my god. That was a surprise from me. Jesus. Thank you for the follow, Chef Ryuga. Dusty, thank you for the 37 in a row.
Titom just subscribed for 37 months.
Wow.
This house really gets to a point.
You told Randall? How could I not? Okay, okay.
I gotta pawn some of this stuff.
How? Okay, so we're starting to get an idea of scale. I forgot what the interior looks like, but it's like there's no way you can go up to this level, right? I feel this has got to be like a very narrow cathedral roof situation. Bugle's got a dumpy. I don't want to talk about that sort of stuff. I don't like that wording. Tess, 45.
Tess
Jesus.
Corby just subscribed for 45 months.
Oh. It's a little bigger than I thought. Thank you for the 45. Hope you're doing well. Wow. Just joined. What are you looking at? We're looking at a cone house. I'm also kind of gobsmacked because I'm looking at this and my brain is expecting a scale. I know there's lens stuff, but that's still a full flight of stairs. I did not think it was going to be that tall, right? With an off-center door? Of course with an off-center door. I think it's... Gosh. French doors? We come through French doors? Well, French doors are usually double doors, yeah? Like, that's a singular. I mean, my understanding is French doors are like the two double doors, yeah? But the Coneheads came from France? Oh, I don't remember anything about the Conehead stuff, frankly. Was that a thing, something they said a lot in the skits or something? Oh, okay. Second floor. We got the breaker box. Okay. Second floor. I feel like I saw the movie once on TV and immediately forgot about it. It was one of those SNL things. They had a character type with a skit, and they just kind of went, "Yep, that's all we got with it." They have a pointy head from outer space, and they talk weird. Okay. That's ground floor, is it? Oh, I see now. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, because this is... So the doorway's to our right here. Okay. Yeah, Wayne's World was all right. I don't remember much about them. I know one of them had them say, Desde Fuentes. Wasn't she like a popular tennis player at the time or something for one of them? Okay. The only thing I think about Coneheads wise was the Frank Zappa song. Frank Zappa did a song for them? Or something about them? My oldest brother was super into Frank Zappa back in the day. The only thing I remember about it is Gregory Peccary, because for some reason he had that on loop in his truck for a while, and I don't know why. Years before the movie. Wouldn't this place be perfect for a spiral staircase in the center? Oh, totally. Like, I feel it's a real missed opportunity, frankly. Okay. Second floor bikes. Well, he keeps them out of the way, at least, you know. Some days you want to take a bike. Sometimes you don't. You know, bike curious, as they say. Okay, is Turlet is second floor still, nestled away. Little cramped. The unfortunate thing, you can't exactly put a mirror here, right? I mean, there's a mirror up here, I think. One of the issues with sloped and curving walls, right? Yep, Turlet. I'm gonna do excessive wood. There's a lot of different wood types we have intermingling here. Because, like, this is... I'm seeing cedar on this level. We got cedar here. There's whatever this is up here. They have something approximating pine in some places, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm bad at eyeballing it. Maybe this isn't cedar. It feels like it in some places. I don't know. Knotty pine. It is the bedroom, you know. Whatever happens between consenting adults. And this is top floor. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. A box fan. I see. So this is actually a 4-story house? Because you can go upstairs from here. That's crazy. Can I see the attic? I clocked it at 3. Thanks for the sub. Yeah, it was from Doc Smasher. Let me see here. Oh, shingles? There we go. The bikes are first floor. Oh, right. This is the ass of the house. Right. I thought this was second floor, but it's the ass end. Okay. You got your breakfast table here? Uh-oh. Got a bit of an airflow situation here, huh? The canary in the coal mine. Just a fine shape suffers from a patch of shingles. There we go. Finally, the attic. Is this the other extension? Yeah. That's basically the back door of the place. Okay. There's outside, inside the house. I beg your pardon? Oh, we're near a waterfront. Oh, I see. Huh. Okay. One sec. Okay. Just was waiting on something. Okay. Where was I? This looks like fresh water, so no thank you. What's wrong with it? I'm sure it's fine. The road's well cared for. You have a riding mower out here. This is how you can get to and from wherever you're going to work. Excessive mosquitoes. What isn't wrong with it? Well, it doesn't have black mold. It's got that going for it. Lead a police chase on that thing. I was lurking in somebody's chat yesterday, and they were watching a video that was about police chases, and there was this guy who had to be like mid-70s or so, just really, he was also in this thing where this guy was probably crazier than a shithouse rat, and he was on a riding mower, and this town is like a small town thing, and the police officers were trying to pull him over. So what happens is there was a police car trailing behind him, and there's one that pulled in front of him and stopped, thinking he would stop. And the guy in the riding mower went around him and just kept on going. The tasers aren't working. Yeah. That was amazing. It's like the guy who was behind him was the POV for most of it. And he pulls up behind the guy after the guy dodges his coworker who was ahead of him. Hang on. I've already done rambling derail from something. So he's driving along behind this guy, and the guy in the riding lawnmower doesn't understand why this guy in the cop car behind him keeps turning on his siren. So he pulls to the side and is gesturing for him to pass him. That doesn't happen. Eventually, the riding lawnmower guy veers off road and is driving through several yards. And the police officers get out on foot and chase after him. And they're trying to hit him with a taser, but he's wearing a heavy coat. So the taser stuff does not affect him. They tried tasing him like 3 or 4 times. It was great. It was great. There was also this thing where they talk about the guy who was holding the camera. They tried to puff him up as being this athlete, and they said, "Oh, luckily for us, the officer here was on the track team in high school." And I was like, oh yeah, how many decades ago was that? yeah, former track star. It's the sort of thing of like, he told the camera team, oh yeah, I was like honorable mention in my district 20 years ago. The guy's jogging after him. You just hear huff puff, huff puff, huff puff, huff puff. Oh, it was so great how they tried to use that as like, oh, unfortunately for him, he did a little bit of running in high school. He still got away after they chased after him. That was the funny thing. They didn't actually stop him. Like, they had him surrounded with 3 officers that tried tasing him, and they were on foot, and he maneuvered away from them and drove off into the woods, and they lost him. But they kind of knew who he was, so effectively they had to wait for him to try coming home later. It was great. I mean, he just went off-road. Not all heroes wear capes. It was fantastic. Oh, man. 600 square feet. Can you believe that? Anyways, I was saying that riding lawnmower, I mean, you could get away from a lot of cops on that thing, There was also an aside by the editor that when the guy was driving across yards and stuff like that, they had a little arrow to his ride saying, he's not even cutting grass. And my response to that was like, well, yeah, because that would be rude. I wouldn't want somebody driving through my property and mowing things all of a sudden. He was being respectful to his neighbors. TP Cottage? Uh-huh. I see. Anyway, I didn't say this is Manitou Beach, Michigan. They did not expect Michigan, was expecting Gulf Coast. Yeah. I mean, I knew it was Michigan, but I was also just kind of like, this isn't the kind of thing I'd expect to see up there. Sold as is. Could I repurpose it into something non-conical? A house we can afford? Yeah, we could crowdfund this. 1920. There's got to be like a 4x4 in this structure that dates back to that era. There's no way this place looked like this in 1920, unless it was like a very specific themed restaurant. But that would be something you'd see in like the 50s maybe, right? This is definitely not a place of business, let me tell you. Sleep 6 to 8, yeah. Fantastic. Right on the waterfront. OG, cone being an add-on? Yeah, it's probably from the ass end of the house, frankly. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Who is next? Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I forgot about some of these fuckers. I do have houses for the second half, but I might actually just veer into some of the other archives. I don't know. Sold? Oh, yeah, that's right. These are old backups. So a lot of these may no longer be on the market. Yay, a rancher. Well, let's not get too excited, all right? Okay. House looks like a pancake. It's just single story. How is it looking like a pancake? Okay. So, what is up with the door? Okay. There's an acrylic screen door here, and it's reflecting a lattice that's opposite this, or a trellis, I'm sorry. I was not too clear on what the texture was. Texture? Yeah. So you've noticed the material on the exterior? Is this, painted corrugated material? Looking like a banana pudding themed home? Delicious texture, right? I'm looking at this, I'm just thinking of banana pudding. Banana with a little bit of vanilla. Is this all shipping containers? Not all shipping containers. I mean, it's made of the same material. I don't think there are shipping containers proper in here, though. Well. Okay. So they have a little enclosure here, an enclosure here. It's just empty. Naruhodo. A flip? Well, how do you feel about walls coming in at 45 degrees like this? Yeah. This was the thing that really stuck out to me before I noticed the material. I saw this and I was like, wait a minute. Problematic. 37, another one? Thank you, Mike Brand.
Mike Brand just subscribed for 37 months. House of Boxing.
37 in a row? Like, making that reference a second time this stream? Thank you so much, Mike Brand. Welcome to the House of Boxing. Well, actually, I've seen this. Okay, there were two of these in the kitchen. There's one here. It seems to be, I guess they just got the same light enclosure and put in all the rooms or something. That's weird, because it's got a little latch on it, right? Now, I think, okay, I see what's going on here. There's a partition here that's got an opening. Several openings cut into it, and we're seeing the front door through these little peepholes. That's what's going on over there. Now, this is the wall we were just standing by that was 45 degrees. There's a fireplace with a mirror inside of it, because this is an electrical fireplace, of course. There's the little... They kind of hit it very well, but there's the power plug. Actually, is that? Wait, hold on. It's not going to an outlet. Like, that should be an electrical cable. It looks like coax from here. That looks like coax. At the very least, TV in the fireplace? Wait, maybe? Oh, wait. So that's not a mirror in the fireplace. It's not an electrical fireplace. Okay. I think, yeah, this is a coax that's going to a TV down here. This is like a facade with a mirror they've got propped up here. I was thinking electrical fireplace for some reason, but this is just literally a dressed up mirror they've got leaning against the fireplace. Why? To hide the TV, I suppose, but, a cable. I don't know. That's fucked up. Might be. Just a little fucked up. And then while we're looking at it, yeah, you can see the partition here. They got little slits carved into a few of those little corrugations. Ooh, they got a little raised area back there. You can put some potted plants in that. A little splash of color. Okay. Do this guy here. And, oop. And, oop. There we go. Okay. Is that a dry erase board? Yeah, there's 2 dry erase boards. Huh. They doing some critical thinking in here? My goodness, my goodness. Think that the cable is coming into the house by the fireplace and the loopy end is where the TV goes. I didn't see like an outlet cover, so I'm not really sure what the heck it is, to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure it's coax. But let's see. Cable's coming from inside the house. I think the cable's technically coming from outside right here. So there's the front door. Pebbles. Wow, we were just talking about Doom House. Or Bath Doom, I'm sorry. Bathroom, of course we got more of it. Excellent. Ooh. I mean, it's just a closet, but you can see they didn't polish this bad boy up. My goodness. Huh. What's going on with the cables here? Curious. The quiet R. What is the quiet R? Let's see.
Quiet R.
I've heard of a lingering R, which is kind of a nor'eastern sort of thing, I think, right? Oh, they got the mismatched cover. Oh, where's this? Is this one of the bedrooms, I guess? Doorless sink. Yeah, gotta let it breathe. This is what they tell you to do when the weather gets cold. Okay. I like that there is like a sheet of plywood glued up here, but they still have these windows all dressed up. My goodness, my goodness. Bedroom feels like a padded room. There's some. I think it's because of how brutal the wall is. The carpet is looking extra comfy and extra plush to me. Like my eyes are looking at this and they're like, ugh. And I look at the carpet, I'm like expecting it to feel like a pillow in comparison, you know? Okay, so this doesn't go up to the ceiling. Is this something I've missed in most of the rooms? Is there like an air gap throughout the house? No, doesn't look like. So at least in here, if it's a bedroom with a... No? Well, it's not consistent at all. Damn. Huh. My God. My God. So, I think that's the boarded up window? But I don't see the plywood here. Maybe that's another window. It isn't super small, but it makes me claustrophobic somehow. I mean, at the least, the acoustics will really fuck with you, right? Gosh. The shape of the exterior is very charming. But the siding material is so miserable. Like, look at this. Imagining this with actual practical material, it looks way nicer. Wow. Wow. Backyard, kind of dog shit, which is what you'd expect from this, I guess. Wow. Yeah, this is somebody who kind of had a set it and forget it approach to things. Because a lot of the backyard's kind of dog shit looking. Yeah, like cut off some branches just left to rot here. There was an AC unit? Yeah, thankfully. This is in Texas? I'm not familiar with this. Segoville? Where's Segoville? Hang on. Google. Segoville? Segoville? Smallish town it looks like. Where are you? Southeast of Dallas. Okay. This is like a suburb on the southeastern fringe of Dallas. Okay. How big is this place, actually? 18,000 as of 2020. All right. Anyway, 210,000. Act now. USDA, TDHCA. Yeah. Has a well and pump house to be able to create your own garden. It's looking like they didn't do too much with their quote-unquote garden from what I'm seeing. When was this built? 56. Okay, so that gives credence to the rancher shape. If I had to make a guess as to what happened, actually, there's a complex number of steps going on here. I feel, at least with the exterior, maybe it was some siding that didn't hold up well with time, and they did the exterior. The fact the interior is metal as well, I just don't see it all being made that way originally, you know? So somebody, I mean, it used to be red in August 2018. Well, I can see possibly a remnant of the red accenting over here, but maybe not. Maybe that's unrelated. Curious. Well, keep your secrets. Had the same ripple walls. Oh yeah. Now it just looks sick. Now, I think I saw this one before, but I have honestly memory holed it. I think I kind of want to show this guy, though. Hang on, let me check the other ones that I've got gathered here for this half. Which one were you? Oh yeah. This was one we saw before as well. Okay. And what about you? Oh yeah, that's a short one. Okay. And what about you? I don't know if I've seen this one, actually. Okay. Well, let me go with this guy. All right. There we go. I am very pleased. A few of these that I've saved here, I'm actually glad I backed them up because I don't remember ever doing so. So it's like, oh, that place, I had no idea where that would be in my VODs, but I did back it up, it seems. All right. Entryway. Let me do reflective ceiling. There we go. It's a little strange, but it's not horrible. Just a little strange. Walling. The wall seems to be just some marble tiling. Weird start. It might be. Now, it looks like we have a greenhouse. Front door is over here. There's another front door here. Greenhouse in the back. Secondary building with a... Ooh, that roof. Oh my god, that roof is crazy. Crazy bad. Jesus. Okay. Well, that's an easy redeem. Easy. So the sinks. That's peculiar. Terrible wallpaper. The wallpaper is bad. It has a little bit of weird ceiling roof activity, probably because they're building around some ducting. But the fact you have two sinks and they don't match is certainly choice. Especially because I think this is just a normal bathroom. It's not like a master bathroom. At least it's not carpeted, right? We'll take it. What the heck is that wriggling piece of plywood? Wriggling piece of plywood. In this picture? Or are y'all referencing something from another photo? Let me see. Okay. Let's see. Seems all right. Yep. Hallway. Yep. Ah, yeah. Look at how consistent they are. They got the Pizza Hut lights of two different styles, but they're close in color. The runner's wallpaper kind of match into it as well. So let me do... let me mark this off. Lawn chairs. Yeah. They do have that, I'm afraid. And we've got some wood paneling in here. Let me see. Paneling on the dishwasher. All right. Oh yeah. This is cute. I like this. Well, that's actually a pretty big... That's pretty big, actually. You could set up some nice potted plants here. That was great. I kind of like that. And it also had, yeah, you could also have latches here to open it up. That's lovely. Where is this? Fremont, Ohio. Uh-huh. I see, I see. Okay, so we do have a landline. So let me do, mark this off. There we go. Okay. Now then. Ooh, yeah. The old 4:3 Dell screens. My gosh, my gosh. Oh, are we already? Oh, wow, we've already wrapped up the game. Let me do auto call vote. There we go. I guess we're hour 15. That's pretty okay for wrapping things up for the first time. 45. Thank you, Fairbrand.
Fairbrand just subscribed for 45 months. Gimme you ankle breaker.
Wow. A little bit of cable sneakery here. A little bit. Okay. Bathroom. At least the sinks are matching. We aren't animals here. Another shot of the kitchen. Ooh, wow. Boy. The piss yellow. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's a little overpowering here because the upholstery matches it. There's nothing to break it apart. It's too much. This is a living room of some sort. Okay, okay. Is that the front door? That is a door. That's probably the back door. Yeah, that's back door, because the front door had like... Actually, no, there were two front doors. One of the front doors had that mirrored roof, or mirrored ceiling situation, because there were two sidewalks leading to the front of the house. Okay. Okay. Wallpaper is wild. It is. I kind of like it. I think it's the fact that it's a darker color. It's not as bad on your eyes, you know? It is mildly reflective in some places. Like, this is a different wallpaper here. So this has more of that foil reflective stuff going to it. But there's something about this. Yeah. I can see a little bit from how the light is raking across it here. Mildly reflective. It's interesting. The colors are very muted and muddied, so it's not too taxing on your eyes. Ooh. So what is the purpose of this room? Interesting. What would be the purpose of this? Huh. Big room. Does that terminate to the master bed, maybe? I think entertainment space of some sort, yeah. That's probably the best thing, because there's like a little bar sink situation over here. Okay. Ooh. Meat on the ceiling. Ooh, save some for me. Drapes are a little out of place, but whatever. Ooh, lime. Key lime. Lemon lime, actually. My goodness. Ooh. Look at that comforter. Good God. That comforter is ancient. Look at that. It's like... It drapes across it. It's strange because it drapes across it almost like you usually get duvets, but it's actually fitted to this bed largely. A little off over here. There's the bed sheet or something in it. I believe it's the comforter. It's very thin. It doesn't have like an engineering that I'm used to seeing on modern ones. Thinking very lemon lime though. Big time lemon lime. Let me start the next game. Okay. Not sure I've ever seen reflective wallpaper. Oh yeah, we've seen that a few times here. Let me see here. Usually mid-century modern, they had a lot of, hey Bella. Back in mid-century modern, they usually had a bunch of, almost foil-like wallpapers. If you've ever been in a home that was like overhauled or built from scratch in like the 50s or 60s, you might see it, you know? So if your grandparents were of age, professional age back then, and they haven't changed their home, you'd probably see it in there. Like even, I think my grandparents had something using that material in like one space I remember in the house. Honestly, I kind of... The wallpapers they used to have... Do I want to say they were better made? Sure, I'll say they were better made. They had a lot more interest to them. I don't know. A lot more one note these days. They also just... A lot of them just looked like they had a little bit of heft to them. I don't know how to describe it. Like, you can look at a wallpaper nowadays and be like, oh yeah, that looks like it's paper. But at least a number of ones I can think of my grandparents' house. I can't double dip on old world tech here. It makes me think of just a thicker sort of material that was used. You get it? Yeah, it's like the one that I'm thinking of that's like foil-like. There was one around my grandparents' breakfast table, and it was like very interestingly made and decorated. It had like it had the appearance of like a withered tree with a bunch of doves perched on it. It looked great, you know? And it was like this set piece on like the specific wall behind one of the chairs, you know? Oh yeah, mirror hell for sure. That's not a rambling derail because I feel it was on topic. Thank you very much. Now this space. What was the purpose of this? This is basement, I'm assuming. They've got a cubby to get a window right here. Some sort of entertainment space, I suppose. Dance room, I suppose. I mean, there was that big living room situation. It's possible these people wanted to entertain small packs of people. How big is this house? When we finish with it, I'll go back to the first photos because it's pretty sizable, you know? What is happening with the covered base in this room? Well, they just have some, there's just some floorboard furnaces down here. Like there's one here on the right. There's that one over there. Let me see here. Okay. Ooh, green. I see. And this is... What is... Huh? What? Huh. That is... What is that? I can see little plastic nubbins in there that look like there was something attached to this, but it's like, this is a wall. You wouldn't have a drapery here. What is this? Yeah, they make me think of curtain rails, but why in here? That's strange. Huh. But yeah, that's what it reads to me. That's just a handle. You have a curtain there. You wouldn't have a curtain there. Maybe somebody would. Some sort of a weird use case. Yeah, welcome to clown shoes time. Okay. Well, let's see. Okay. Utility closet. Ooh. Going down to the depths. There she goes. Oh my God. Oh yeah. My favorite place. Ah, yes. I'm so glad I saved this one. She's back. Oh my gosh. The fur toilet. This one left such an impression on me. It's also carpeted, by the way, if I may distract your gaze. Okay, let me make a brief plug here. What do you mean that's carpet? It's probably carpet. Maybe it's... It could be linoleum, but it could also be very, very low pile carpet. That's tile. Okay, but at the very least, I feel this is enough for carpeted bathroom, right? Right? Hang on. I'm gonna jump scare people again. There we go. That'll work. I need to document this. I think you're cutting off the bottom. Just a tiny bit, yeah. Actually, not that much. Just like a few pixels. Let's see. Struggling through this house? Oh, don't worry. We still have 17-ish, no, 16-ish photos left. Stay strong. Okay. Now, let's see. Reshuffling some things here. There we go. Okay. Also, did I ever close this out? No, I did not. I got to reset words on stream. Not exactly the same, but the same mood. Did you have a toilet koozie like this? You can find these online. They don't have a simple name for them. I've seen like a couple descriptors. Like I think it's like toilet tank toilet tank cover, toilet tank coat. I've seen a few things like that. Okay. Pretty okay little closet situation. Yeah, this is pretty dressy for a closet, really. Ooh, yeah. Look at the mirror hell you got here, too. Oh, my stars. Look at that. That's crazy. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Wow. I'll do split B. Make this house? Perhaps. One day. Perhaps. They left a little candle out for us, too. How romantic. Shower? Yes. Oh. Oh, right. Okay, so the toilet is in its own room over here. Okay, yeah. Huh. Yeah, there it is. Okay. A lot of mirror hells. Jesus. Ooh, boy. We've already done old world tech and mirror hell in this house, I believe in the first game. So I can't double dip. But I do love a little nook for a CRT. Because, you know, there's so much space in there. There's so much mismatched here. Well, there's some places where they are really, really consistent. There's a tar pit cut over there. So let me call a random. Wow. Another utility space. Oh. Okay, yeah, I guess that is linoleum. You can see all the dustiness. House meat. Does this count? I mean, it's insulation on, this is insulation on like a water softener and stuff like that. I don't see meat at the ceiling though. Foil wrapped. That's not house meat though, you know? That's just insulation. It is meat, but not from the house. Oh, so it's not just a greenhouse. This is a pool. Oh. A little bit of gunch. A little green. We saw this before? Oh yeah, we totally saw this before. The reason I backed this place up was because of the toilet sweater. I wanted to view this guy again. Boy. So we got a pool. We have pool. We have a bar counter. Okay. Yeah, I mentioned earlier. There's a couple in here we'd seen before. Like, I've got another one in here that we saw probably further back than this house. Oh my gosh. Just needed a hit of toilet sweater. I know it's probably cold where a number of y'all are. Ballville Township, I imagine. Sandusky County Auditor's aerial map photo taken 2020. My goodness. 540,000. Built 65. Anything fun here? I don't think so. Let your imagination go wild with the many uses you could have in the 6,000 plus square foot home. Every word is capitalized. Are there two spaces after? Well, there's only one space after the period. That's interesting. Now, if people want to know the size, this is what we're looking at. So we've got, there's single story with a basement, but that's the sprawl, and this is the pool for scale. They didn't show us what was over here. The roof looks super gnawed up, though. So I kind of wonder if this is anything other than like a junk shed, you know? They spell a secret word? No, they don't. Just a jumbled mess. Okay. Wired for internet. So am I. Okay, okay. That's a lot of hoose. It is. Let me get this over here. Okay, okay. So, we got this guy. Which one were you? Aw. Maybe a palate cleanse. A palate cleanse. Lucky number 13. Okay, okay. Kitchen, yeah. It's all right. We're buying a unit here, I believe. Yeah. This is a bit of a townhouse situation. Okay, okay. Yeah. Nice shot of a candelabra. I guess this isn't a candelabra per se. But happy birthday? Happy birthday, apparently? My goodness. Happy birthday? Question mark? Okay. Okay. Not happy birthday, but more balloons. Wow, they even arranged them. This room, they arranged them by color. Look at that.
Happy birthday. Someone who lived in this house.
Yeah. This room, oh, wow. So look at this, look at this. They have a light source up here, okay? There are balloons here that are totally transparent and the light is coming through them. And they have a circular ring of them cascading past that. I did not notice this until I pulled this image up here. That's crazy. Somebody's 8th birthday, I imagine? Happy 8th? My goodness. My goodness. Oh yeah, there's wall painting. There's wall painting. Let me do, I will do Labor of Love. It's somebody's birthday here. I don't know which room it is, but somebody put a lot of effort into this balloon arrangement. This room is really interesting to me. Would the balloons count as tchotchkes? Sure, because it is kind of a lot. Yeah, sure, I'll double dip for this, sure. Anything else over here? No. Guest room? Bathroom? Yeah. Nice side by. Basement? Nothing really. Nothing really. A bit of a... This is part of a larger couch situation, I suppose. That's weird. Okay. Speed hump! Not a speed bump. Just a speed hump. Just one and done and that's it. Never hear from me again? Wow. All right. And that's it? It's expensive. $360,000 Chicago, Illinois for that townhouse. Ooh. Could the balloons be hiding damage of some sort? I don't think so. I don't think so. $360K, yep, for a 1,900 square foot situation. A row house. Steps from Northeastern University. Does it come with the balloons? This is not a condominium. This is a fee simple ownership. What? It's still a condo, right? Isn't it? Tenants are in place but not looking to renew. Lease up September. They're moving sooner. What does that mean? This has got to be buzzwords. It's not a condominium. This is a fee simple ownership. It's a condominium. It's a condominium. Legal jargon, it's got to be, right? It's got to be. All right, let me see here. Okay. What am I looking for here? Browser, don't lag on me. Okay, there we go. That was weird. Let me tuck that away. Oh, yeah. Let me do this guy, I guess. Ooh. Holy smokes. Okay. Fee simple. Have we never come across this on here before? Fee is vested, heritable, present, possessory land, interest in land. A fee simple is land held without being subject to a term of years indefinitely, can thus form freehold ownership. Still not getting it. Apparently it means you pay the fee and you own, so it's anti-condo. But I thought you were still purchasing a condo. There's something I'm missing here, I guess. Oh well. Anyway. Let me do some of this. All right. Usually it is a type of condo, but it is just a house in this case. Huh. Joshua Tree, is that you? This could be. It's called Pioneer Town, California. All one word, Pioneer Town. Oh yeah, I got my cowboy hat and my acoustic guitar. Actually, that's probably a classical, yeah? What we got going in here? Any fun decor? That's a hand, several hands doing the peace symbol, huh? Okay. What is this? Some guys fencing back there, it looks like. Huh. This is blast radius. All right, let me do a random. 25 minutes. Oh yeah, that's sneezing distance. What do we have in here? I'm noticing a couple things. Amethyst geode here. Cathedral geode here. Another amethyst. Wow. That is a low-hanging chandelier, though. Jesus. Where are we now? We're beside the kitchen. Okay. What else? What is up with these hands doing the peace symbol? Did they really like Peace Walker? Is that what I'm getting here? Okay. Macrame disaster. There could be weirder things in store for us. Wow. So this is... okay. Pianer. Mahjong tile walls. They do make me think of Zhong. What is... huh. Okay, that's just a fan behind grating. Okay. Oh, that's candy structures. Okay. My backyard. Coyote up here. More stones over here. Curious. 4-poster, no canopy? So what is up with the door, actually? Is that... okay, there's a barn door to the right edge. So I'm going to do that. Let me do this. Okay, the barn doors lead out of the room. This might lead to a private restroom. There seems to be a ladder to get to the loft up here, I guess. Oh. I see. Huh. This is where I have my mysterious stranger cosplay, I guess. I see. So that's actually so that's closet access. I thought that was a private bathroom, but that's closet. Cowboy stuff goes in the cowboy closet that isn't behind the barn door. Another bedroom? Restroom? Okay. Oh. Aha. Fill your palm, you son of a bitch. Ooh, that sink, though. Ooh. Oh, wow, that's gross. Take a look at this. They got a little gonzo nose on the faucet. That is like a very shallow sink. Oh my gosh. You only get a plate height worth of water in there. Jesus. Okay. Very odd mirror. Well, this is a glass-lined. What am I looking for here? This is a cabinet. This doesn't have anything for reflecting, I don't think, does it? Well, maybe it does. Okay. I thought we were seeing the wall behind this. Okay, that is a mirror. That is mirror. Okay, got it. What else? I wonder. The crystal shrine. Oh my goodness. I can feel it. The JO crystal has been filled, possibly. The stained glass is interesting. Got the amethyst. We have the big old quartz crystal. Yep. Huh. Well, there were hints of them being into crystals. Tell us about these rocks. This person could talk to you for hours about their shungite. It's really turned their life around, let me tell you. Huh. Little structures. You got deer? It's weird they have... They have an assemblage of minerals over here and like a big slab sitting right in front of it on the ground. That's curious. What is that? Oh, I guess we're not going to see it. What else? Here's the back 40. Okay. No neighbors. Can't have no people getting on my property. Hogging all my amethyst energy. My chakras done won't stay aligned. My goodness. Hate mystical rocks. I want to buy pretty rocks, but rocks are expensive because of people thinking it'll cure scrofula or whatever. I mean, at least rock and mineral searches on Google Images have slightly recovered from the years of Steven Universe, where everybody had like an OC of a random gemstone. And they're like, no, that's a common one. I need to pick a name that nobody's used. Oh, right, I forgot about this. It says Muck Rock, I think? I think it says Muck Rock. I think. Curious. Where's this located? Pioneer Town. Yeah, Muck Rock. Well, they do say they're good at math. Okay. Outer perimeter, yeah. Fire pit somewhere. Oh, what is that? Do you feel perceived? Do you feel observed? Have you been spotted? No matter where I stand, somebody's staring at me. Now, we've already done wall or ceiling painting, I believe. Yeah, we've got it. Oh. And just an old camper? Huh. Okay. Do we get to see the inside of the camper? No? No? I kind of wanted to see what was in there. A mysterious garage. Does the camper come with the house? I'm curious about the amenities as well. Because a big thing out here is just renting out shitty campers. And you'd be like, oh yeah, it's the middle of Joshua Tree. Like, I remember there was even, what is it? Oh God, what's his name? Eddie Burback on YouTube. I think that's his name. He had this video where he got loaded up on, what was it? I think he was getting like an AI assistant to lead his life, and one part of it had effectively steered him into Joshua Tree to rent out a camper. And looked just like one of these suckers, you know? My goodness, my goodness. 2.7 million? Humpy Bunny's mural is apparently famous and been painted a bunch of different places by an artist named Muckrock. Oh, but why was one of them thinking about Muckrock? Because that was a thinking bubble. That was a Garfield thinking bubble. 1990. Architectural jewel in the desert. Founded by Roy Rogers and Gene Autry. Huh. Home of the world-class music venue Pappy and Harriet's, which is only walking distance away. Anything else? Anything else? Oh boy, my cacti garden. My God, my God. Oh yeah, we clocked this Joshua Tree a ways ago. We already redeemed that, don't worry. My goodness. I don't see I don't understand why you would want a cactus garden out here of all places. You know, it's kind of like I love being in the desert. You know what I need? More cacti. More of them. I want more landmines that'll be horrific if I fall into them, you know? I stub my toe enough, I would not want to have extra cacti within my home. Let me see. Let me do this guy. This guy. Boy. Boy. Donkey Kong. Right there. In the topiary. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Bit of a rainbow pattern. Feeling a little... What was the theming? Is it Lisa Frank that I'm thinking of? That had a lot of like folders and stuff they had back in high school. Not even high school, elementary. I know this is just rainbow, but for some reason I looked at it and I thought of like a Lisa Frank Trapper Keeper folder thing or something. It must be all the other colors. Ooh boy, ooh boy. So, it is a little quirky. It is not like other girls. I feel like that's an actual tiny step, isn't it? Lady. There could be woman in this house. You might have a couple womans. Let's see. Kitchen. Oh, what is up with this Nickelodeon GAC themed carpet pad? You see this cut out of carpet? What the hell? This genuinely feels like they stole it from the set of a Nickelodeon show from the 90s. I'm tripping over my words a lot. I love this so far, but I've never claimed to have good taste. That's fair. You're not going to be run out of town for liking something here, but it is a little crazy. Okay, ankle breaker for this leading up to the bed. This is a hammock, right? It's a hammock, right? Surely, it's a hammock. It's for snoozing, you know? Pilates swing, hammock. Oh, it's got one anchor point. Okay. I thought there was another anchor point in the distance. Very secure hammock. Maybe you just want to, you know, curl up into a ball in there, maybe? I don't know. Ooh. They just have a bad back, it's fine. Cirque du Soleil. Well, okay. What else we got going on here? A nice center point tub. There will be balls in there. I didn't notice the gator skull. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They popped us back to the front entrance. Okay. That's enough for a spiral staircase. That looks like it'd be a pain to move a couch up, honestly. It's weirdly out of place. Yeah. I figured you would have had something a little more tasteful here. I don't know. Ooh. That's perplexing. So they've also got some art on the ground? Well, I'll say one thing for sure. They most likely don't have a cat. More pink lady? Gosh, I mentioned the Lisa Frank stuff. I'm looking at the stock lion over here. I absolutely have seen this on covers or something like that, right? Pink lady? This is probably Katy Perry, isn't it? It feels like Katy Perry with pink hair. Oh, the other half of the line's over here. Oh, needs to be rainbow color. They just got that. Look, we got the rainbow right here. We got the lion over here. I'm feeling it, you know? The House of X. So this is one that we saw a long time ago. I think, honestly, I think I saved this like not long after Twitter got renamed. Because I remember this coming up like right around when that came up. And I'm pretty sure I showed it. But this was the only detail I remembered from it, honestly. It does have a name. We've already done name drop, but it apparently has a name. I don't know why. I mean, if you give something a name, it has power. I wouldn't want to give power to a house. Okay. What else? We've seen this room. Hallway. Okay, this is a structure of somebody doing a handstand. That's what it is. No power to a house? How would you get lights? Not my problem. Where is this? Vegas. You would need the AC. There's also a pinball machine there, actually. Let me do... Okay, pinball's already been marked off. Maybe from a redeem? I forget. There's also woman on the walls. A lot of lady.
Yeah, baby.
A lot of lady. Calm down, my boy. Okay, it's actually good we don't have a good angle because some of these I think are 18 plus, TBH. Austin Powers machine, is that? Oh. It's a pretty good call, it looks like it actually. Huh. I could see Austin Powers living here, maybe. Okay, there's our dining table. Island. Weirdly upholstered seats, whatever. Anything else? Anything else? Moo. Cover that up. Wait, that's a mannequin. It's a cheerleader. It's a green cheerleader with a top that says daddy? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Well, let me just color random. That's a mannequin. Oh boy, oh boy. There was also butt there, of course. Most of the pictures in the hallway, they show ass or ass adjacent stuff pretty closely, honestly. Huh. Okay. I've seen this room. Like there's another butt over there. Look at that. Somebody leaning over to pick something up. She looks dehydrated. You see how the light is hitting that? She's super dehydrated. Jesus. Good job, but I mean, drink some water. Well, here we are again. There's the hammock, of course. Okay. The San Francisco Daddies. Is that like a real minor... Is that like an actual, like, super small, piddly basketball team? So there's the tub we saw before. Okay. Look at this. Look at this. This is totally a hammock. You lie in it this way. What's going on with that painting? Which painting? There's just ladies over here. It's fine. Okay. You got blue, you got gold, you got, basin sink. Okay, okay. A lot of cuck seating. Yeah, I should mark that off, actually. It's a spectator sport. Are we in Chatsworth? This is Vegas right here. Anything else? Anything else? Ooh, pink? Pink? Lovely. Huh. All right. Is that a wiener dog? That's a weenie dog. Oh. Little goblin nook. You got your plumbing goblin. Mark that off. Another room, okay. Oh, action shot. Thank you. I can now picture what this is like with total clarity. Anything else? Anything else? There's woman again. Huh. This is definitely like an Airbnb thing. Okay, so we had Austin Powers. UK chair. I see, I see. Did I miss a corded phone in one of those? Hang on. Oh, yeah, I could see that. All right. Let me just do some this. Okay, okay. Wow, we're going to wrap up game 2 pretty fast this week. Uh-oh! A calisthenic pole here? Oh. Why not have it up front so people can watch this while you're, doing your exercise? You could watch TV or something. Let me, democracy. Choose what you're missing, my friends. Is this house not cocaine decor? I'll absolutely do that. Even though I've wrapped up the game, I will do cocaine decor. I should have called that earlier, frankly. My goodness. Huh. Interesting. So, I've never actually seen one of these with an outer liner on it here. I wonder, does this free rotate with it, you think? That'd be kind of a mess if so. If this free rotates around this, that'd be impossible to do anything. No, it doesn't. It doesn't, I guess. Yeah, this is kind of like a curtain rod situation. Yeah. It's screwed upward to cinch into the ceiling. Sometimes they're motorized. Ooh. Is that a window over there? This is a mirror. This is a window, yes. It doesn't go all the way to the ground, but pretty close. Okay. That's a bedroom over there. Ooh. Oh, yeah! They got an entertainment cabinet that's part chopper. No, my motorcycle. Sacrificed to the entertainment gods. Okay, we've seen this room before. It looks like they have these windows in several places in this room, actually. Huh. Oh, here we go. My ride. Popcorn maker, of course. That's just a Harlequin of some sort? That's a weird clown thing. Huh. I like the wine Ferris wheel. Yeah, I hadn't seen that before. It's an interesting little design. Huh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. There's the Austin Powers machine. I have pool for the next game. We were not able to see this before. So start a next game, pool. In case I forget. Of course, a gambling table. It's Vegas. But no slot machine? No slot machines? Uh-oh. She's doing the American Dream lady pose. Actually, no, that lady didn't ever pose like that. There was just the rose petals. Okay. Oh yeah, that's Booba. Let me cover this up a little bit. Just a little bit. So the wall to the left of us is sloped? Why is it sloped? Huh. That's peculiar. Where's this in the flow of the house, then? Don't worry about the camera. Was there a camera in there? Oh, there is. I didn't see that. Well, I mean, there was already the mannequin in the cheerleader outfit that had Daddy on the top. I think we've already made up a pretty accurate guy that owns this place. So let me do a couple things. Do this. Is this a porn house? No, I have actual porn houses. This is just sleazy. And what was the one I said I needed for the start of this game? I forgot. There was one I called at the very end, not long after Cocaine Decor. Pool, thank you. Do that. There we go. Huh. Interesting. Oh, this is using this tile stuff they used to have at my high school. It looks similar to the tile that made up the gym. Huh. And there's Monkey. Ooh. That was scary timing. Music stopped the instant I closed that tab, and I thought, for a second, there was a crash. I was just like, okay. Why did it stop so abruptly? Next track. Too somber. Actually, I want to play something in particular. Where is it? Where is it? Having compilations? No, I've got it in KH. There it is. And yeah, I'm feeling Castlevania. There we go. And I'll turn on shuffle. There we go. Vegas checks out. Oh yeah, 2.8 million is the price. Steam shower? Built in the 70s, makes sense. Well, there are parts of it I can feel the 70s. The entire coloration is totally something from recent times, I'd say. I can't shake the Lisa Frank vibes. It's like Lisa Frank crossed with with a really sleazy relative. You're like, ooh, I don't like that guy. Plus an attached casita. Oh, wow. Modern design and built in the 70s. Vegas Skin and Cancer South Rancho. Huh. Okay. Let's see. Regional prices. Yeah. Sold 2021. Contingent 2024. Rent sold a few times. Sold in 98 for 80,000. Okay. This place was most likely a hovel at this point. This is probably in the middle of like a neighborhood. So they probably had some, average income homes in the area. And this is probably in dire shape. I know it's 98, but still 80,000 for about an acre of land. It's still super cheap in 98. Yeah, and then they put something down, and then looks like it's flipped, ratcheted up. Didn't sell in 08, oddly enough. Ooh. Person who bought in 07 weathered that until 2013. Okay, you took a bit of a loss there, bud. 300K loss. Wow. Did anybody make out like a bandit on this? I guess maybe this person owned it for 5 years. Got about roughly 705,000. Didn't sell in the housing crash, but they sold it after and lost 200K, so. My goodness. Huh. Interesting. So somebody, wow, upmarked it by $1 million between 2021 and 2024. I think there was ever any actual making out in this place. Surely, babes love this place. What's wrong with the mannequin? I love the mannequin. Let me do this and do this. I mean, for free. Fair. Let me see. Let me do AFK. Let me kill the pre-roll right now. Yeah. All right, that's our midway break. I will be back in 5-ish. Let me move words on stream. I think I shifted it up to get out of the way of something in the past. Transform, center, horizontal. There we go. All right, go do what you need to. Be back in 5. Ooh. Thank you for the follow, Striker Slash. I didn't stand up yet. Okay, back in 5.
That was a good one. Yeah, I beat you on that one, man.
Thank you for the follow, waterboarding. Oh my goodness. Give me a couple minutes, folks. I am here now. I'm just going to mute myself whilst I've got houses for the next half. I just kind of want to decide if I want to pull up the fresh stuff or if we still need to look at a couple from the archives. Just a sec. On the plus side, I can actually use the zoom if we go straight to the new stuff. Let me just do a refresher, because I do have, like... I thought I didn't have many in this new stuff, but I actually do have... Is that correct? Huh. I did have 12 houses this week that I lined up for this half. I thought I had less than that. All right, not a problem, not a problem. Let me just take a look here. Do I have this hidden? Yes, I do. Okay, I'll take away the AFK thing. And I'll make my eyes visible. Give me a second. I'm going to let words on stream tick over for a game or so while I refresh my memory here. I'm pretty sure I already have an order, more or less. Let me see here. Are there any of these I want to nudge to the front of the line? Maybe you. You're actually pretty interesting. Ooh, yeah. Wait, hang on. Huh. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I've got the first one. First one isn't going to be a fucker. It's going to be interesting. Second one? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Second house is a fucker, though. Actually, yeah. Okay. What about you? Ooh, what? Boy. I thought I remembered having real shit luck with houses this week, and that was kind of why I nudged the archives, so to speak. But I'm looking at a few of these fresh, and I'm like, well, I actually got some really good stuff in here. Let's see. Oh, probably because a number of these are actually kind of short. Maybe that's why I was thinking that. Sort of thing of, oh, I don't think I can fill up a stream with these. Why do I have you in here? Oh, I remember now. How many photos? 73, really? Huh. Okay, tell y'all what. Oh, what? Oh, fuck, I forgot you were here too. Okay, I may have been a little pessimistic. I think we're spoiled for choice. Oh my god. Okay. Just a sec. Ooh, wow. Huh. Well, if we don't get to all of these, I've got some really good stuff for next week, I guess. Wow. Okay. Okay. And I think I've got this about in order. Yeah. Let's see. Let me change my window capture over to... Where's my Edge browser? There it is. We can actually do zoom in now. Great. Oh, wow. This is a hard one, isn't it? Oh. Boy. Y'all usually kick the shit out of this. Is there a fake letter that's throwing folks off, I guess? Hang on. Ah, there it is. Ouvre. Is ouvre in here? Oh, V is fake. I see. My goodness. Rough round. Rough round. Oh, conquer. Huh. Good call. Okay. I'm going to see how much we can get through here. I may have been a little downtrodden on what was around this week. So, let me see. Let me hide words. Okay. And that's strange. I thought they fixed that bug in OBS. Okay. Oh yeah, funny thing. Actually not so funny. This is kind of like specific to me. Yesterday, I had to update my Stream Deck for sound effects, and I thought it'd fix something for sound effects. It didn't. And midstream, it wanted an update again. I updated it. Today, I started up my computer. It wanted an update. 10 minutes before I went live, it wanted another update. What the fuck is going on over there? My God. All right. This guy. Windows? Well, I think this is more so bad dev practices, if I may be a little negative. Poor house? I was about to say, no, not poor. This is a luxurious house, and I noticed the price. This is in Decatur, Illinois. $300,000. Ooh. Think you saw this listing? Ooh. I kind of, gosh. Interesting. They went with an oxidized copper green color. The balcony is insane. I like that. I'm sure when this place was new and hot out of the oven, it was lovely. Look at this. Look at this. Be fine with this? You ever see the movie Money Pit, Fairbrand? Am I cropping anything? Tiny bit. Not necessary here, though. Boy. I gotta say I'm surprised. The greenery is pretty well maintained over here. I see. Belongs on a fortress 10 times the size of the house. Boy. Okay, interior. It's not sopped with black mold. But the old girl, she's a little dusty. Let's see. Hey, Zevis. Let's see. So I think is the entryway right beside us here? There's room here, there's room here, there's room here. Maybe, no, the front door is probably this to our left, I guess. This house has a smell to it. You want to take a guess what the smell is? I don't know. I'm just curious. No Deagle lift, I'm afraid. No chair lift for Mrs. Deagle. How unfortunate. Old paint. There is a bit of it flaking off here. Copper. Well, if this place has copper, it's definitely not in the pipes, let me tell you. This may be in the cast iron pipe era, you know what I mean? I really like the colors. It's very interesting. This wainscoting is quite lovely. We got these little drapes on these really interesting windows. Uh-oh. Okay. To be fair, I didn't recall what sort of damage there was here. There may not be black mold, but a little sweaty. A little sweaty. Oh, poor girl, poor girl, poor girl. Hang on. There we go. Okay. So. Ooh. I thought for a second this was plywood, but no. Rough. Very rough. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you're giving me a close-up of this. The craftsmanship's great. Keep out? Out of where? Where is this? Another stairwell, but I don't know where we're standing. Uh-oh. So, they had to get the insulation from the rain. Or the water, which is most definitely from the rain. Oh boy, oh boy. What room is this? Conceivably a den of some sort? Ooh, boarded up? Wow. Where does that lead to? Why is it boarded up? curious. I gotta know where that is. Like, that's not just a cabinet for storage, right? Yeah, there are a lot of houses of this era that you can look at. Like, look at this. You can see, like, the chandelier and stuff like this, that it's lovely. But it's like, it needs somebody who knows what they're doing to come in here and entirely gut everything, you know? Definitely haunted. Oh, for sure. It's sort of like, you know, pick your poison on what era you want a ghost from. Huh. Okay. Somewhere they got some cement cut up in here. Okay. Oh, why are you not showing the top end of this photo? Why aren't you showing us the very top? Some slight discoloration. Is that just some overpaint from somewhere? A lot of love. A lot of love, maybe even more money. Spare door? Thanks. And, okay. Yeah? So this is, okay, this is that balcony on the front of the house that we saw. Is that even safe to walk on? Probably not. Okay. Second floor, this is the top of the stairs. Wow. Look at the dust on the banister. It's been months since anybody's been in here, for sure. Look at all that dust, Jesus. Okay. There's a lot of dust on the carpet on the ground floor, but that's just, you know, from the moving stuff out and stuff like that. Lead and arsenic. It's the sweet paint chips that taste the best, honestly. Hey, Canary. Welcome to the ghost house? Wet house. Sweat house. My goodness. My goodness. Wow. Can I see any insulation? I want to see... Ooh. Is that the telltale sign of a raccoon? Probably not, but I'd like to think a raccoon popped in here and went, nah, I'm just going to go back outside. My gosh. Huh. So this is a balcony, but they've got tar paper down here? That's peculiar. Like, this tells me you don't want foot travel out here, but this is a beautiful balcony. Huh. To cover the copper floor. A floor is colored like that. That's strange. I mean, I'm figuring this is a paint job, right? But you think it's actually oxidized copper? The color is bang on, but I'm kind of like, I don't know. My goodness, my goodness. Wow. Look at this. Like, the clay tiles up here seem really good condition. Oh, I mean, not perfect condition because, well, there is the issue of the leak. So clearly, there is an issue somewhere. Wow. Oh, yeah. Green leaded glass. Look at that. Look at that. Fill it up with water. Let me drink out of this chalice. Yeah. Give me more powers than a Garfield cup. That's nice. Marble. The tile's a little rough, but hey. Ooh. What I would give to see this place when it was new. Oh, yeah. There we go. There we go. We had to go to the basement to find some fucking meat. Can you believe it? Gotta crack open the cellar to find the good stuff. PVC piping. I'm surprised. Goodness me. The speakeasy cellar. Wow. Yeah, they had to gut all the house meat here. And a lot of the ducts. Gosh. I hope whoever buys this does not demolish it. 300,000, Decatur, Illinois. Built in 1900. Let's see. 1.3 acres. The Powers Mansion. Well, it is a namesake. I guess it was just from a family called the Powers, I suppose? That's cheap to buy. It'll be fucking insane to repair. Oh, for sure. I hope somebody does, but I don't know. It's unfortunate because there are a lot of houses from this era and a little earlier that you come across on Zillow, and they are just either in museum quality or they are just full of black mold. And it's so sad. Like there is houses from a little before this era. One of the telltale things that I see, it's usually like late 1800s, I think. They usually have like a siding that looks like scales on a creature, and they overlap in such a distinctive way. We've seen it a bunch of times. I don't have a way to describe it other than siding that looks like scales on a critter, you know? Because they're like staggered row by row. It looks very nice. Shingle shakes. My goodness, my goodness. Well, who knows? Sold in 05 for the weed number, and then sold 18 years later for 150. Wow, what did you... I love what you did the place within 2 years. Of course. I think I can double this. I think I can double this. Wow. Well, nobody's bitten yet, I guess. Because this is not the archives. This is sitting there right now. How long you been on Zillow? 72 days. Oh, just a matter of time. It's going to happen. We do this. How's about... Okay, okay. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. There we go. More copper? No. Metal. Oh, yeah. Does that say... Oh, lodge. Huh. Oh, you got a block and tackle in the kitchen? Fantastic. Fantastic. I was wondering when I could get that sort of amenity in my home. Little dining table. We saw this one before. Not this guy. Not this guy, actually. Yeah, lodge should count for Michael's, though, yeah. Lodge core. Oh, my... Pardon me. My stainless steel wall? Huh. So that's a hallway, though. Curious. Lantern? Huh. Live, laugh, lodge. Perhaps I've been approaching this home wrong this entire time. Ugh, sneezing fit. My God. Uncentered fireplace. I'm going to do excessive wood. 'Tis game 3. Boy. Weird TV place. Maybe they just don't spend much time in here. I don't know. Huh. Well. What else is in store in this lovely estate? A fan? Aha! The specter of HVAC oversights. Oh, what does that say? Our family filled with love. All right. I'm not here to judge. Ooh. I see we've got the Swatch themed wall over here. Wow. What a weird repurposement of lumber. You can see they've got a particle board. Or not particle board, just plywood over here in the closet. Wow. Was this room like a really half-assed addition, I wonder? This feels kind of at odds with the construction elsewhere. Really thin door. Maybe it wasn't insulated or something? That's a heater. Yeah. Ooh. All natural wood interior bathroom. Look at that. Look at that. This is kind of a modern lodge vibe, I feel. I mean, when somebody says lodge, you usually think of like a rustic 1800s thing. This is still lodge. My goodness, my goodness. All right. Yeah. Huh. Hang on. I need to jump scare people. Gotta let people know we're still alive. Hang on. Go over here, do this? Sure. Hang on, y'all. Hang on. I'll take it. But they tried really hard to make it rustic and gave up 2/3, 3/4 of the way through, and half the rest is half-assed. Yeah, they do have an oh shit handle right by the shitter. Well. 170,000. 33% asked. I couldn't be asked myself. It makes sitting very painful, unfortunately. 1960. Let's see here. Full of character. Wow. I like pointing at flaws, very legitimate complaints and problems, and saying, "Oh, that's just a charm point. That's just character, baby." My goodness. Huh. Where was this again? Columbia City, Indiana. Okay. I sped past that. Let's see here. Who do I want to go to next? You are interesting. I do have an hour and a half. Let me prioritize some of these short ones. Let me thin the herd as far as the tab count goes. This one should be pretty brisk. I don't think it's anything horrific, but it's very distinctive, in my opinion. There's a spiral staircase over there. So let's... Whoop! I didn't zoom in. Oh, this is a weird website. So there's a... Somebody robbed the jewelry store.
I love you more today than yesterday, but not enough as tomorrow.
Beg pardon? Oh, wait, there's more here in the center. Did this used to be a jewelry store? Interesting. I was gonna say, before we got into this, I felt like this place was like a business. Payday 2? Easiest Payday 2 map. You don't even need the radial saw for this. Dosh! Oh wait, that's the wrong game. That's Killing Floor. Look at this. Hang on. So, this is going to be repurposed. It's a tower. Where is this? It's an unusual...
Smash or pass.
...website. We'll have to see. I can't see the location from the URL. Are we in the UK? Let's see. Spiral staircase, some sort of a loft. This looks British. It is looking British, isn't it? Or should I say in it? Okay. There's an arbalist? Or is this specific? I'm trying to remember. Is an arbalist still technically a type
Wizard,
of chunky
I require
crossbow?
Your strongest gems.
Or is that more of like a siege thing? I can't remember. My strongest gems? You cannot handle my gems, traveler. I see. That's small for an arbalist, isn't it? Is an arbalist one of the bigger ones? Like, isn't that specifically like one of the big siege weapons? Or is it like a big crossbow used by a human? I can't remember.
Stay a while and listen.
Wow, you think Deckard Cain could play, like, the guitar? I'd stay a while and listen if he could play that. Nothing sinful here from my recollection, but it definitely leaves a memory, I feel. It's interesting. It's like the biggest kind of... Oh, is it the... Isn't there one that has like a crank on the side? Or is that like a made-up fantasy one that I'm thinking? Like one that needs a shitload of tension. Wow. Big table for having a meeting with all your knights of the round when you can't afford the big round table. They usually need a crank? Ah, okay. Huh. Knights of the Rectangular right there. Bedroom here. Wow. Legitimate brick spiral stairway. Wow. Wow. Just in time for Tower of Dolls to play. This is one of my favorite favorite songs from Castlevania. It's Tower of Dolls, usually, isn't it? Unless I'm getting them mixed up. I think Tower of Dolls was something that came up in like Aria of Sorrow, maybe? I don't know what it is. Something clicks with me on it. And there's been a lot of really cool arranges of it. My goodness. Real portico? Portico real? Medieval defensive tower near Malbork Castle, Pomerania, Poland. Oh! A Polish listing? Huh. Interesting. I should have sent this to Mobs. I was thinking to myself, before I had Mobs on here, I was telling her I've never had a listing in Poland. Wow. Huh. I'll probably send this to her afterward. Jesus. I was thinking to myself, because when I was made aware of that, I was like, I've never actually found one in Poland. And I was like, if I ever find one, because there are folks I've had on here before, if they are somewhere in particular, or they have a particular inclination in houses, I sometimes send it to them unprompted. Like there's some folks I know in the New York area that if I ever find a New York listing, I usually send it to them. Just like how DVAC and I, whenever I find like a really fucked up place in Texas, or maybe specifically near Houston or Austin, I'll usually send that to her. The so-called Brahma Garnkarska. Why'd they have to say the so-called? Laughably named. From the 14th century. The old town of Malbork. Defense system of the medieval UNESCO cast complex. Wow. I know it means well, but I'm reading that and it just seems so dismissive. Pretty good for 14th century, right? That's incredibly well cared for. I did repurposed earlier. I did. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Regret every listing I've seen that's near you. I love finding fucked up ones in Texas, especially if they're like near where I live or where DVAC lives, because sometimes it's kind of like, yeah, it sounds right. People over there are kind of fucked up, you know? Yeah, this reeks of Chip and Joanna Gaines. Miserable. Let me see. So, who did I want to show y'all next? Where am I at on time? Hour 25. Imagine a Zillow live on location. She floated the idea once. There was a house that I saw. There was a house that we saw very early on. It was literally the stream where I did the VTuber debut. There was this house that people described it as the Darth Vader house just because the visage on it, on its entryway, it was very angular and it looked like a face mask, kind of, sort of. But it was very expensive. And there was a bit where DVAC was saying, here's the thing. We could go over there and pose as like a married couple saying we're interested in buying this. Because it was one of these things quite literally that were like, they would not let you in the door unless you had the they weren't looking for pay stubs or anything like that, but it was quite literally, you needed to pass a sniff test. And there was a period where she was like, look, we could go over there and just be like, yeah, we're a rich married couple, we're affluent, let us look at the fucked up house. Yeah, there you are, Divek. Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, we should have done that. I'm kind of upset myself for not biting on that, you know? Let me see. So where am I looking on here? Ooh, I'm trying to remember why I saved this house, actually. Just a sec, guys. Oh! Okay. I'm gonna move briskly through this guy. Honestly, it's not that sinful. He never listens to my ideas. What are you talking about? I didn't hear anything. Oh, hey, Divak, when'd you get here? Let me see here. Okay. I'm gonna go a little fast on this guy, because I think it's halfway in where things get a little interesting. But it may not be as sinful as I thought originally. Because that dusty house from 1900 with the water damage and stuff like that, we'll see. This may seem kind of harmless in comparison to that one that had all the water damage. Let me see. Nice horror movie lighting. Ooh. So this is strange. They've got wood paneling at an angle, but they painted over it. Like it's got this herringbone sort of thing here. Just straight 90 degrees, straight down there. Well, 180 degrees, what do you want to call it? Straight line. Huh. This is a Michael Milker's hunting ground, is it? I hadn't actually seen Halloween in a long time. I don't remember the house interior being gross. Gosh. This definitely was not painted originally, I don't think. Ooh. What the? Oh, I see. Okay. This is like a glass paneling that you could slip a painting into, but I think they took the painting out. I think that or this is just a waxy liner here. Feels like a Chainsaw Massacre almost. Well, let me tell you, if you Chainsaw Massacred somebody in here, you'd have a hell of a time getting that blood off of that wall. Look at that. It is stark white. Curtains, it'd still be visible on that. Ooh. Is that That's just the rigors of time, okay? The wood's splitting a bit. It's a little rough, okay? Let me see here. The flooring, kind of what happens with these. The floor, honestly, they've got to sand this. That's a mirror over the fireplace, is it? Oh! I see it now. Right, I forgot about the wall. God. I thought that was like a waxy sheet of paper or a backer or something. The floor is fixable. Yeah, the walls. I feel like the walls you've got to do something with. Ooh, wow. Okay. Extraction. This is why we always talk about hoods. Oh my God. Like, this isn't the case of somebody who smoked, because otherwise we'd see it in the other rooms. This is entirely, this person loved searing steaks, but they never used extraction, it looks like. Also, is there perspective or am I seeing some sagging? I think it's just the oven isn't sitting flat. It gives the perspective of this entire area sagging down, doesn't it? Like, is that an optical illusion I'm seeing here? Like, if we ignore the oven, we look at this right here, look at this over here, the cabinets are warped too. Yeah. Boy. Hang on, I need to jump scare people. Hang on. Hold on. Let me go do this. You have to follow Namilus, smoking or none. Welcome. Hang on. Cabinets are wonky, to put it lightly. Let me do this here. Yeah, sure. That'll work. I'm chalking the cabinets up to the age of the house. Oh, yeah. Those are absolutely OG cabinets. But, wow. Let me see here. Let me get this rearranged here. Ooh. Well, yeah. Hey, have you seen how lovely the floor is? Thanks. I love it. Okay, we're still in the kitchen. Ooh. Okay. Okay. There is... Okay, maybe the plank of wood bowed a little? Okay. Maybe this is just how the board came when they got it from the mill. Right? Tower of Dolls again? No, wait, that was not Tower of Dolls earlier, was it? This is Tower of Dolls. I can actually read this name. It's not in Japanese. I forgot what the earlier song was, but oh my god. This place is great if you don't look at anything. What a banger endorsement. Look! It's got a new sink fixture. What do the pipes look like? Shut up. Ooh. Okay, maybe there was a smoker who lived here. Maybe there was a smoker who lived here. But they just didn't smoke in those other rooms, I guess? I think there was an outline of a heart from the Gunch in 27. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a couple things here. I think... You know what I think this is, Canary? Hang on. I'm not drawing a face, but I'm gonna mark this off because it is... I've also probably done a rambling derail or so. It's game 3. Let me see here. Wow, I can't believe OBS screwed up the name of this option. They still haven't fixed it. Okay. I am seeing a spoon. A decorative spoon. That's what I'm seeing here. Like it hung up here at the top. You can see the specter and ellipse here. Maybe? Maybe? Although it looks like if that's the case, it was definitely anchored. Because you can see screws along the stem and stuff like that. It could be. My goodness. Let me close this before it crashes anything. The shadow is there. I was actually a little curious. They did have something up here, I think. Some aggregate of somethings. They hung a bunch of stuff in here, it looks like. Little plaques and things like that. Okay. Very tiny nuclear bomb went off the kitchen. Well, another one went off up here, it looks like. This is the smoking room, huh? Wow. Like, is there a fireplace we're not seeing to the left? Good God. Good God. I don't know if there's a fireplace to the side or not. Ooh. Wish this place didn't just catch on fire. It would make this a lot easier to absorb. Nope, not a fireplace. No fireplace. That's just smoker. Wow. I can smell this place. I'm a sucker for stained glass. Good news for you. This the glass in here is extra stained. It's going to have an epidermis of smoke residue. So the person was the fireplace. Exactly, exactly. What is... Is that just some light hitting some? Okay, yeah. There's like a hinge of a door that's open. It's getting some light reflecting on it or something. Bathroom, sure. Yep, yep, yep. The great outdoors. And that's not why I saved this house. We still haven't gotten to it. Ooh, what? I can't see a shower. This could be a carpeted bathroom. If the shower's right behind us, or if it's around this corner, it could be carpeted. It is just a sink. Let's see. Rats. Okay, it's not carpeted bathroom. Sink by itself doesn't count, I'm afraid. Wall sign. What does that say, actually? Survivor of... Dave Palmer Union, beam me up, Scotty? Star War? Looks like there's like... It's missing like a third of whatever the heck it was. Any Trek knowers? I've never seen a Trek, so I have no clue. University? Dave Palmer universe? Ah, the Palmerverse. Okay. Ooh, what the? What the? Ooh. Like... What's going on here? Like, that looks like a rug material, but what's it doing at the base of the toilet? Is that carpet? I think it is. It looks like a rug. But then I get up here and I don't know what's going on. Did it? I guess it got super scuffed off or torn. Because this is probably a very flimsy, thin rug. You know, the kind you get for like just a couple bucks disintegrating. Presumably. Presumably. I'm not going to theory craft why it's happening near the toilet. My God. Okay. Let me mark you off. There we go. Huh. Lovely. Oh, yeah. So this is why I tucked it away. Because the texture of the wood really confused me. But I assumed it was dusty. Like, once again, I don't pour over some of these because I feel it kills the fun if I do. So presumably they were a smoker, I guess, but I don't understand some of these patterns. Like some places it looks like it had something up, but other places it looks like it's just randomly scuffed. Goblin door on the right. Oh yeah, I see it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Right, the goblin in this game? Have not. That's goblin. I'll take it. So let's see. What is going on here? Like, it almost feels like they went at it at random with a sander and they gave up partway through. Like, look at this over here. This wall, they sanded the shit out of this. But it's like, it's poorly distressed in other places? I don't know. Very localized sandstorm. The floor? Immaculate. Oh, thanks. We're getting a look at it? Thank you. I didn't know you were going to do that. Was it all the sheetrock covered, or they just remove all of it? I don't think this was anything like sheetrock was in the way of it. There's like the face plates to light switches are mounted on this. So this is the actual wall. Wow. It's like they decided on the second floor they wanted to lean into like a cottage aesthetic. But, wow. It's just LARPing as distressed, you know? Wow. I did do visible damage for the smoke, right? Okay, it's already marked off. Boy, what is going on? Huh. Yeah? In any case, Wolf359 is apparently a real star. Wolf359. I saw somebody mentioning that earlier. I sped past it. Wolf359 was a space station that got destroyed, and somebody's backstory, I think that's where Worf's biological parents died. Wolf 359 was a red giant star where Starfleet attempted to engage with the Borg led by Locutus, and it did not go well. Huh. So much Star Trek history, my goodness. Okay, this is a really shitty bathroom, yeah. Top of the stairs. Oh, step your watch, please? I see. I see. Words to live by. Words to live by. Let me see here. Let me jump scare people. I'm jump scaring a lot of people to... My goodness. Please break your ankles. You know, I'm going to do ankle breaker just because the angling of this is kind of weird, but also I just like the idea of something trying to catch your attention while you're going downstairs, you know? I could see somebody in here for the first time and being like, oh, what's that say? Oh, shit. Let me see. Congrats, Mixie. Let me see here. Let me see here. Did that post go through? Perfect. Now then. 62? 62? 62. Ooh. All right, all right. I already got house meat redeemed for this game, but I still love seeing it in the wild. Ooh. That's the mystery flavor of house meat. It's white. It's kind of like that Airhead taffy that comes in white, and it's called the mystery flavor. Vaguely citrus. Oh, breaker box, cool. That's the best one. I know, I know. I haven't had Airheads in forever, but I love those things. My goodness. Unless you got some of the ones that were like a little old and they're way too hard. Those suck. Okay. Sanford, North Carolina, 1863. That checks out. Haunted, yeah. Welcoming front porch. It's welcome because there's so many guests trapped inside. Timeless country charm meets golf course living. Golf course living. Is this near a... Are you near a golf course? This doesn't feel like a golf course thing. It's kind of out in the sticks. Is in need of updates and repairs. Oh, I'll do buzzwords. As is. Yeah, as is. Where is. Ghosts included. All right. Okay, okay. Wow, a bunch of folks waiting on that one, looks like. Let me obscure you a bit. Hang on. Let me get this aside here. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Oh! I forgot to hide it. I was getting the smoking picture up in case anybody comes in and I want to scare them. Oh, yeah. So we've had a house kind of like this before. I don't think this is the same one. If it is, they've changed it a lot. But, ooh boy. Yeah, the one that I think that's super similar to this, it had like a carport on the side. So you could actually have something covered as you pulled up here. This does not have it on either side, so this is different. Grain silos are unique. Look at all the space. Where are we? Sabin or Sabin, Minnesota. Interior? It's pretty all right. Let me do repurpose before I forget. Oh, already done repurpose. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Look at this. You can do smash burgers. Perfect. Is it just me, or did that have some serious lean to it? Which lean? On the left or the right? Is it leaning towards something, or is one side leaning away from something? Whomst can say. Both? Well, what if the camera holder is slightly leaning? Both are leaning to the right. It's fine. Don't you know what a hill is? It's fine. So what do we have going on? Oh, strongman, art, sliding door. Why do we have a pocket door here? That's peculiar. That is a pocket door, right? Yeah, sliding door, pocket door. Ooh, but actually... Huh. That's curious. Bathroom, okay. What am I looking at? So, garage door here. You could pull this up. Okay, this used to be garage for working. It is now dinned with a lot of natural light and poor insulation. Wow. Gotta let the snow in, I guess. Go up there, scoop up a hand with a slide? Yes! Eat, sleep. What about my order to use the slide? Gosh, that's gotta be freezing. That's gotta be freezing. There's a door here. It's probably a decorative door situation. Okay. So there, they got some insulation exposed. I guess this paneling fell and they haven't put up new one over here, maybe? This place whips. Pee-wee's Playhouse vibes. I don't see like a Rube Goldberg type thing for making a bowl of cereal. God, I haven't seen Pee-wee's Adventure in so long. I really, really need to at some point. So who was the guy who stole his bike? There was something that popped in my head. Remember when he gives him the prank gum? There's something about that, Francis. For some reason, when he gives him the prank gum, and it like makes his mouth all inky and stuff, there's something about that made me think, ooh, that's extra juicy gum. Like it's one of those things like whenever you see Bugs Bunny eating a carrot that makes it look so tasty. The main thing I remember about that is extra spicy for the father. Oh my gosh. All right, let me do auto call because that's number 5. It's one of those things I've always think about. There's that, I remember, because I think about that. I think about when he's saving all the pets inside of the, inside that pet shop, and he comes out with the snakes and passes out. And then I remember the trucker lady who like turns into a monster or something. My God. Large Marge. Yeah, what I'm trying to say is I haven't seen it in a long time. There are a lot of scenes that are seared into my memory. My God. My God. Huh. It's a good movie if people haven't seen it. Is that Naruto? Guys! Guys! Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm going to call a random. We are in the middle of the game. I'm calling a meme square right now. Oh my gosh. I thought I saw something that could have been perceived. Yeah, Boruto's dad. What is this? This is just a tree. Okay. I was wondering in passing if this is like an anime girl face or something. It's not. Like I saw the eyes and I saw this coloration. I was like, is that a face? It's not. But that's definitely Nart. Boruto's dad. Did you know Boruto's dad had his own manga series? It's crazy, right?
IT.
I don't know about it because I'm not big on old series, right? Oh. Man. Heavily used slide. All right. Booth seating? Love. Who's that? Oh, fuck. Huh. All right. All right. What else? What the? Heard the series about Boruto's dad wasn't all that interesting. Ran like a season or two, right? Okay, I gotta do wall painting in this next game. God, this... Wait! Wait! Okay, guys. Number one, there's a disco ball. I think I know what happened here. I think the amenities inside of here, it was hodgepodge together from like a fast food restaurant that closed. First of all, slide, heavily used, could have been from anywhere, okay, right? Right? This booth seating, look at that. Like this is something I'd see inside of a restaurant maybe. Then there's this, the trash can container. The seating over here, it's like an off-brand McDonald's was like, we're throwing this stuff away, and the guy's like, wait, I got a silo this can come inside of. Oh my God. Old 90s McDonald's booth seating. I'm trying to think. I've never been in one that had corner seating like this. But like at the very least, this is absolutely sort of an eatery thing you'd see somewhere, you know? You respect it. I don't know if I respect it, but I kind of just nod my head knowingly. It's like, oh, I see what the theme is. Okay. So wall painting. We've already done repurposed, unfortunately. Let me do this. Gosh. Because I was thinking about that. I was like, when I saw this, I was like, oh, that's had a lot of use on it. Sorry, that wall art, that wart is the first thing to go. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm also kind of zeroing in on their hands. There's an artist that I follow on Blue Sky. I really love everything about anatomy that they do on characters, but I noticed one day that they haven't said this, but it's something I noticed in the back of my head. But I can tell that they don't like drawing hands, because whenever they draw fingers, I'm saying this out of respect and love, but I can tell very clearly when they draw fingers, they just kind of go, there we go. But they often try to hide the fingers as best they can. Yeah, it's like that. It's like it's one thing to pick at Leafield because they're a professional artist. It's just like, I love the way this artist draws, like the way they draw hair on characters is so interesting. It always looks so fluffy. But I also noticed the fingers. So it is just a little funny thing I think of in the back of my head whenever I saw them drawing stuff. It's like, oh, I gotta hide the fingers in this one. Do they do feet? They haven't drawn anything with feet. You see shoes. Every artist says hands are hard to draw. Oh yeah, for sure. I hear that all the time. This is absolutely not a knock against it. Just something I observed, and it's a little hee-hee thing to me. What about the wall holes? What about the stairway? What about the stairway? Can I get an angle on this? Is this... Wow. Huh. Okay. There's the stairway. There we go. Yeah, it's a rock climb wall. Let me see. Wow. Huh. You a southpaw stepper? Your kind's not welcome here. Oh my god. You had to zoom in on that because I wasn't sure if it was actually a climbing surface. I'm like, well, that's what it looks like. I'm used to seeing them in very vibrant colors, you know? Ooh, yeah. You hate the stairs? Well, I got more of them over here. If you're top bunk, you got to take this. Oh, yeah.
Using the rock climb wall is probably a safer way up than those stairs.
My goodness. This is a B&B, isn't it? It's got to be an Airbnb. The cuck chair placement is quite funny to me. Fire door, barn door. Hang on, did I miss something in the previous shot? Let me see here. Down here. Up here. That's just a regular door over there. To the left, its mechanism is on the side, but it's a barn door, fire door. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Whoop. Oh, what? Oh, this is the top looking down. Oh, I thought they had a big TV angled above the stairway for a second. The perspective totally fucked with me for a second there. Okay. Yep. Remember, this is a silo, so it goes up very high. What a useless... Oh, that's not a TV, is it? No, it's not. Okay, I thought that was a TV. I was like, why do you have a TV in the hallway? How many beds? Well, the listing says
Remember
4
Naruto's
beds.
snowboard meme redeem.
Oh, I did that during the countdown. Don't worry. I've already marked up a meme redeem. That was what was at the end of the last game. What the? Huh. I see. I see. My goodness. Dibs on the goblin hole bedroom? Okay. Okay. Seen like 6 beds. There is basin sink. I'll call this for sure. Hang on. Hang on. I'm getting a call from somebody. Let me text them really fast. Hang on. Call from my mother. There's a family thing going on. Let me see here. Need to see if I'm getting a voicemail from her. Bit of a health thing with my father, I'm afraid. One sec, guys. Left a voicemail. I need to hear what this is. Just a sec. Okay, there we go. Let me see. Why did I hide that layer? Okay. Let me see. Did I do, okay. Well then. What? What the? What is... That's just a weird texture, I guess. Okay. Futon? Okay. What is this? Is there a stairway out there? Like, I think we see the other part of a room down there, down low. Okay. Okay. Pool as well. Okay. Let me mark this off. I know this is tall because it's a silo, but it keeps going up. I've been counting how many floors we're on. It is also 2 separate parts of a structure. Although, okay, we're back in the Naruto room with the slide. I see. Arcade? That's also not a genuine arcade. I can see it's on a bit of a lift. It's on a lift kit. It's elevating itself to look a little taller than it really is. My goodness, my goodness. Pineapple. It's not inverted. Ah. All right. Midward. It's got more of these guys. Okay. 325,000 Minnesota. Let me do this. Okay. 1965. All right. Truly one of a kind property. Huh. Looking for unique. This is it? old school spiral playground slide is a time machine to your youth. Don't speak from my youth. Where's the ball pit? If you want to speak to my youth, that slide needs to be cheap plastic and there needs to be a ball pit at the bottom of it. Currently being used in Airbnb. Really? Huh. Never would have thought. Billions of years ago when rocks formed. Slides were out of a different material back then. Why do I keep hiding that layer? There we go. Let me see. We've got about 50 minutes. Okay, this was a filler house. I will save you. Ooh, you are an interesting one. You're also 80 pictures. There's a lot in this one. I will couch this one for next week unless I somehow blow through everything. God, that's a lot of shit. Wow. Good God. I've got a listing in here that could probably take up like almost an hour by itself, and I entirely forgot about it. Okay, let me see if I can nibble through a few of these others to thin the number. Okay, actually, let me do something here. Bingo paused for this guy. Bingo paused. Because it's not too interesting in the interior, but I just wanted to show you the exterior. Just because I saved this guy because it's kind of like, oh, weird. Yeah, it's very cube, very cube. We haven't had a cube glass today. Isn't that strange? But it feels like on one side it's trying to do almost like a... I don't know. It's not crenellations. Look at this. Like that's probably... I'll do this for render. Just a goose honk a few of these. Do rendered. Okay. Interior is... not that interesting, frankly. Anything else? Why is the TV... That is a TV, right? Hang on. Somebody notify TV too high. Yeah, TV way too high. Hang on. I need to jump scare people. Might swing up when you look outside. There's probably a way to lower it, maybe, but it's like... probably barely works, you know? Let me do this. Okay. So, once again, bingo's paused, just so I can get through this guy brisk-like. Gosh. All glass wall. Yeah. There's a lot of strange TV deployment methods I've learned about over the years. The one that I've seen once and never seen again was the one in the McMahon apartment where the TV popped out of this enclosure like a jack-in-the-box. Never saw that again. Is that a fireplace? I guess. Huh. Yeah, that's the chimney we see outside. Goblin firewood hole. Poor creature. Motors break a lot for that pop-up. That's what I was thinking, Dvac. I was like, that. There's no way that works. At least after 1 year. Now, anything else? Interesting. Is that... Wait. Is that recognizable? I don't know if it is. Huh. Okay. Any gamer stuff? No? I see. Okay. Just getting through this one super fast. Nothing. Back outside. Gosh. Such a peculiar feature. Face. Wow. Big yard. Jesus. Okay. 1.9 million? North Caldwell Borough. New Jersey. Do you say North Caldwell Borough or Northern Caldwell's Borough? Borough. Borrowed? Bro. Let me do this. 86. Rare architectural statement. A statement? 19 miles from New York City. Celebrated award-winning. Wait. Introduced modernism to North Caldwell. What awards did it win? What awards did it win? Could you tell me about those? Okay. New York pricing. Let me see. I've already done buzzwords. Actually, there's no buzzwords. It is name drop, I suppose. Citing awards and all these things. My goodness. Okay. 1.8 million, yeah. Somebody sold it for 1.8 back in 2023? Rental. Did you get any bites on the rental? No. Wow. Trying to sell it and somehow recoup some of the losses. What? All right. Okay. Bingo is back on the menu. So, this guy. 40 photos. Yeah, I've got to show this guy. Where am I at on time? About 45 minutes. How many photos is this guy? I don't know how many pictures you are. Okay. I will see where I'm at. And this guy, actually, you're pretty brisk, aren't you? Hang on, guys. Just a sec. Oh. Hold on. I'm going to have to pull up my archives again. Ooh, wait. Oh, nope, it's still in here. Okay. The last house on here was something from the archives that I didn't show y'all in the past, but the backup tool that I use in the Chrome browser, it was really not behaving with it. So I said, let me see if the listing is still up. It is still up, and I thought for a second that it did not have the photos I was looking for. The photos are still there. What photos? Don't worry about it. Just some innocuous photos. Because I was thinking, wait, did I delete that listing already to clean up my archives? But no, it's in there. Okay. Let's see. Nice driveway. Nice estate. Where are we? Collierville, Tennessee. 4 million? Cheese and crackers. That's a fuckload of money. Well, I guess it's well maintained. Nice dog statue. Nice pair of dog statues. Uh-oh. Posh. I see. Is that flat? Do ankle breaker. That steppies up a little. It does a bit of a uplift. Thicker Pixies is the estate name. Hold on. Thacker Roads. Thank you very much. Thicker Pixies, though. I flubbed easier readings, don't worry. But I was kind of like, man, if only, right? Now I'm disappointed. Yeah, oh well. Welcome back to reality, my friends. Oh, are we LARPing as distressed again? Okay. The stained glass is nice. What are you doing over here? Show us the thicker pixies? No. Well, I mean, I'm showing you a thicker dude. Wow. Oh my God. Like, there's something unnatural about that. This is absolutely a Brazilian butt lift. Absolutely. Yeah, implants for sure. That doesn't look right. Wow. Huh. All right. I mean, whatever makes you happy in life. Hey, gang, look at the ceiling in here. Huh. Kind of weird. This feels like there should be a fireplace here. Boy. Okay. We still got Christmas tree in the distance, looks like. More dogs. More dogs. Oh, they're beefing. They're beefing. Ooh, shit. Look at that. Look at that. Little guy throne. Maybe. Let's see. Where are we headed next? Wow. So there's a bit of a bar counter situation? Huh. Okay. What is with... Weird. Huh. Oh, previous pick, did I miss an actual little guy throne? Oh! Oh my God. That's committing to the bit. Also, hang on, there's a mirror down there. Shit, they're good. Those dogs are the salt and pepper shakers. If only. If only. Wait. Is that a... Okay, I don't know what was going on with those statues. I was like, wait. That looks a little suspicious. Okay. I'm kind of scarred from that smoker house. I keep thinking this is like a patina from Smoker. It's not, but I keep thinking that because it's getting into that place on the color wheel, you know? It's in the Smoker yellow stain wheelhouse. I mean, there are some weird yellow spots on the floor. Will they have a pet here? Who knows? They may not be housebroken. Is that sweat? Is that sweat? Curious. Right. Oh, what the? Huh. Okay. Nice kilt. I think it's a kilt, isn't it? Oh, is this their off? Oh, I didn't even register that being a desk. Huh. What on earth? All right. Whoop. This is nice. I kind of like this little connecting corridor. Oh, pool? Okay. Already marked off. Huh. Well, they scavenged these from a theater somewhere, I suppose. Looks like, right? Uh-oh. So they repurposed hoops? Not sure what's going on here. They bought a house that had a half court inside of it, I suppose. And, let me see here. You can play basketball and have a prom at the same time? All right. Maybe senior year's not ruined after all, gang. What's that say? Tracker? Wow. Okay. Are there fishies? Can we perceive fishies? I don't know if I can see fishies. I need more proof. Oh. Hang on. I need to jump scare people again. A lot of jump scares this week. better than the opposite. Let me see here. Let me Sure, that'll work. For all the gaudy nonsense, the one thing really throwing me is the janitor's bucket. Huh. In a carpeted room? Weird. Okay, okay. This is for Boyd's. This is for Boyd's. Right? Right? That's for Boyd's. That's for the Boyd's. Huh. That's cook chair. Angled properly. Oh, I've already done cook chair. There's 4-poster, no canopy. It is. Boy, are we going to have a week with no cube glass? We're 4 games deep and we've not seen cubed glass yet. This never happens. Huh. Cube! Oh! A lot of mannequins. At least these aren't daddy themed. Hold on, is that... Whoa! That's a bed! Jesus Christ! Yeah, the bed goes up to like chest or neck level. What on earth? Wow. Why? I don't know. Like, if you want storage, if you want storage under your bed, you don't need to get you don't need to get a bed this tall. You can get them lower. Wow. A Mastiff wants to sleep below it. Honestly, they had a lot of horse stuff here. Maybe they've got like a pony that they want to sleep in here. Well, the wood floor is in pretty okay shape, I guess. The deluxe monster is under the bed. All right. There are little guys right there. Big time horse antics. All right. Noted. Let's see. 4 million smackers. Collierville, Tennessee. 2005. Okay. Whilst I take a drink, what's going on here? Huh. Curious. Indoor basketball court? Not anymore, it isn't. That's right. That's where we're having prom this year. They didn't have the decency to show us hoops, right? Sold 2015 for 1.75. Sold a year later for about the same. This could be fake. It could just be one sell. Listed for sale, trying to make profit, it seems.
Jinpu just rated us with a party of 10. Let's give him a warm welcome.
Hello. Hello, Jin. Hello, Raiders. Everybody point and stare. Raiders, would you take smoking or non-smoking for your stay? Hello. Hello. We're elbows deep into some fuckery on the hooses. Let me see. So, one moment. Let me see. I've got 30 minutes. I believe I can probably haul through one of these. Hang on. There's one I said that could probably take an entire stream. I'm going to see... Yeah, because I think the final house is kind of pretty brisk. What was this guy? Oh, actually, how many pictures is this? I don't want to go too fast on that house, though. So I may actually put it off by a week. Yeah, I'm going to put it off by a week. Because it's like 80 photos, and they are dense, you know? Let me see. All right, all right. Let's see here. Well, well, well. Front door. Yeah. Ooh. This is another entrance? Yes, this is another entrance, I believe. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Are we open floor concepting? What are we doing here, guys? What are we doing? Genuinely. What is the plan? Okay. No lil guy. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Gym in the back? Yep. Seat in there. Wow. Is this oops all patio? Ah. Wow. This is a remix of an old house. This feels familiar. Unfortunately, it's all in Japanese characters, so I can't actually read it. This is probably from Dawn of Sorrow, because this is like near the beginning of the compilation. This is like a Dominus rip. So I don't know where it is, but this is Dawn of Sorrow. Oh, I thought you meant this song when you said remix. This is a remix of an old house. I don't think I've been here before. But I'm looking at this and I'm just thinking of how wobbly this fan is, honestly. Evan's Gym? What do you mean, Evan's Gym? What do you mean? Already want to leave? Too bad. We just got here. Is this the house, the one with the ancient temple room? Ancient temple room. I'm drawing a blank on that, actually. What do we have here? So this isn't... I'm trying to think of where the house shape and where this fits in. I believe this is the main body of the house. So let's see here. Like, this isn't just a sunroom near the back. Oh, we got a water feature? Uh-huh. Okay. Noted. Buddha may forgive you once. Once. Foosball! And cars for my getaway? Damn, I already marked off pool for the foosball table. A rare sighting. Goodness me. Goodness me. So. Okay, we're back over here. Yeah. Yep, it's Evan's Gym. But what I find interesting about this, who is even Evan, clearly. I find it funny they went with this personal label for Evan's Gym, but it's kind of a normie gym situation, you know? Like, I feel like I've met some people, okay, an auto-redeem landed on 44 already. It's like I know some people who, like, label their gym, like their man cave situation with, like, a name. Those are usually also the people who have, like, a shitload of CrossFit gear. But, like, this is all very just, like, boring equipment they probably never use. Like, I can see, like, these Bowflex adjustable things. These are super dirt cheap. It's just interesting to see this sort of a touch in here when it's like, I can tell they probably just use the treadmill, if anything, but none of this. I know because the upholstery on this stuff cracks super easy. You can't see, like, a groove or anything. Mandatory sauna? Right next to the massage chair? I guess it's a massage chair. Huh. What we got in here? Oh, another shot? Thank you. And back in this room again. So, wait. So okay. This was an extension or a back porch that got enclosed at some point, it seems? Huh? Strange. But you can even see right up here, this was the exterior of the original house. Rip. Wedding dresses art? It's looking like a wedding dress, and they've got like a masquerade domino mask just stitched right here. Phantom of the Opera reference? Family with the opera reference? Pointing? Pointing? Oh, this is cute. Little decorative curtain over the door here. Actually, is that just swaddled up? I don't know. Wow, wow, wow. Big fridge. Nice oven. Nice oven. Very nice. Yeah, it's commercial for sure. Glass dining table. No. Looking like a... Oh. Yeah, sure, I was curious about this. Cool. What is over here? Uh-huh. Yeah. Looking good. Nice and clean. Got peen hammered copper sink. Okay. Honestly, every time I look at one of these, I always just think of how much of a pain this must be to clean. If you have anything approximating hard water, I mean. Because getting the lime scale out of those little divots would be a pain, right? Anyway. So that's secondary access. We've always had our back to this direction. Because Evan's gym is out here and to the right. Here we are in kitchen, so that's the flow that's kind of weird. Huh. Okay, hallway, yeah. Looks like there's clear coat on them or something. Usually on them, you mean? Doesn't look like to this? I don't know. At the very least, the whole textured divots and stuff. Those always seem like little places where you'd have difficulty cleaning. Have I done base in this game? I have. Is this sideways? Ooh, it's sideways. Gross. Okay. Another den, yeah. Sideways, I hate it. I thought the movie was all right. I thought it was fine, you know? Didn't they have, like, Paul Giamatti as the lead? Am I getting my names mixed up? I forget. Okay. Oh. A fainting couch or a daybed right here, blocking off the door. Curious. We got a typewriter somewhere? Did I miss one? Did I miss a typewriter? Where was it? In the pic I was on. Is that? Not that. Next one. I don't see one here. Oh, I didn't even see that. On the left, yeah. Mark that off. All right. Nice. Yeah. This feels a little creepy. I don't like the photography lean here, you know? A little weird. Ah! Gross. Cover those things up. Also, is that a... Okay, that's USB stuff. Okay. Wow. Interesting headboard footrest situation, though. Okay, that's... Is that a mirror? Probably a mirror. Probably. Who knows? Okay. Is that an all-mirror nightstand? Oh, I didn't even notice that was a nightstand. I thought it was just a mirror propped up against the wall. Oh. Yeah, it's just a mirrored obelisk. Huh. Weird. Oh, weird. Huh. So there's a headboard here. There's a sideboard here. Okay, it might be the same on both sides, but yeah, that's That's an unusual... I've never seen a daybed like that before. Dress form? I think dress form counts as mannequin. I think we've done that in the past. Let me do a random. Interesting spread of paintings we've seen in this house, actually. Bathroom. Okay, okay. Are we out on time? Okay, we're doing good. Ooh. It almost looks like a flower pot. Can I zoom? Thank you. Wow. Strange. Man. Tastefully pink. The wallpaper? Yes. Magic cleaning that one? Yeah, I gotta get all the stuff out of the grout in there. My God. Cool. Think. I like it. Boy. I haven't pointed it out, but we've had a lot of fans in all the bedrooms. And I don't see any registers for airflow. So we got ourselves another sweat box, I'm afraid. Which I guess makes sense. I mean, we did have that entire enclosed area on the back that was grafted on the side of the house. That's one area, though. But, let's see. How does this keep happening? Jesus Christ. Fucking giraffes? Now, something else. Where's the house located? Hawley, Pennsylvania. That's a turtle. Hawley, Pennsylvania. It's a bit of an unusual site, but I can see the city and state in the URL. Oh! There's a ledge up there? Oh. All right. So the gym is presumably directly below us? Either the gym or the kitchen is directly below us. I don't know which. Oh, they got a nice little chest set. Look at that. Wow. Oh, wow. We got another grafted situation. Grafted one. Okay, we already got ankle breaker. Oh, right. This is the second story of that area. Okay, so the gym is down here. There was this netting. I wasn't sure why they had netting up here. It's strange. Yeah, it's definitely a high step. I've already done ankle breaker, but if I didn't, we would have had a dip on right there. Yeah, this is right up there. My goodness. What's up with the... Can I get a zoom in? Oh, okay. I thought it didn't have a head for a second there. Love this room. I would say temper your expectations on the rest of the house, because I've seen a lot of fans sprinkled around. So I'm getting the sense that the place has had a lot of DIY and it doesn't breathe well. These are probably the original house bones here. Okay. Stonework out here. Sliding doors there. Boy, I forgot the exterior. Those roofs. Yeah, the roof is a little aged. I gotta say, looking at this, I was thinking of the clay tile. Remember that house we saw that was from 1900 that had the water damage earlier in the stream? I didn't say it, but I was thinking about how clean the clay tiles looked on that. This looks very gunched. Different part of the states, though. It just kind of stood out to me. Castlevania works well as we stare at this creature of chaos, constantly adding wings. Always more. Always more. Let's see here. 728,000. Oh. 19... Oh, this house was also built in 1900. Belamonte... Wait! We're really getting into Castlevania. Oh, I see. The Belmonts were working under disguise. Dracula will never know. The Belamontes. Bohemian Bungalow. Wow. Wow. My God. It's strange how the planets come into alignment as we're enjoying Castlevania music. 1900. Wow. Let me see here. Check my phone real fast. Okay. Okay. Just seeing my mother said something back. I gotta call her right after stream is done. Okay. Let's be the Belemontes. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Now, let me see. Let's do this house as the last one. I don't know how long we will take on this guy. If we go a little too fast, I might grab another, or I might wrap us up early. I don't know if it'll take us 15 minutes, but it may get close enough. Okay. Let's see here. This is one that I backed up and forgot about. And I don't know why. It may have been a busy week. Okay, I am doing the interesting side-by-side. Okay. Have we been to this grow-up already? It's not a grow-up. It is not. We've definitely not been here before. I would remember. Let me mark something off. Also, we've definitely had an uncensored fireplace. I'm nudging things along. Oh, we already have had a bingo. Okay, well, that's good to know. Well, you get a freebie. Okay. Looks nice under snow. Where is this? Susquehanna, Pennsylvania. Okay. I bet if you hit the walls, you will find a perfectly cooked chicken. Yum. I've always thought about that. If there's wall chicken, what temperature do you think it is? Do you think it is hot, or do you think it's just room temp? You know? I've always pictured it as being room temp, frankly. Because even though I can suspend my disbelief to have chicken appear behind a wall, I don't believe it ever to be warm. That's just too much. Room temp, wall temp. Yeah, the wall sous vide'd it to a certain temperature. That makes sense now. Interior. Huh. All right. Looking good. Looks nice. All right. Relatively modern-ish appliances? Okay. You got an air fryer joke? Like, this isn't that close to the previous house, but another rural North Pennsylvania place immediately. I usually don't try and match up geographic locations of houses. It's always fun when that happens. Okay. Huh. Where is this? Possibly near a back door, or that's probably a closet. All right. Probably a bar sink or something. All right, a dining room of some sorts. Oh yeah, that's a face. Eyes, mouth. Just happy to be here doing my job. Have I done face? I have not. That's face. Look at him. That fella's happy. Okay. Shower. All right. Bit of a den thing as well. Is that golf stuff? I think it's golf. Golf, fuck yourself. Got him. Okay. Freezer in the closet? It's not the first place I would put a freezer. I usually see these fellows out in like a garage. But, well, okay. And we've got our water lines. Okay.
Check for a body.
Okay, well, that's the main part of the house, I think. Luckily, there's a few other structures in parallel that we have to inspect, my friends. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So, first of all, we have some pizza peels. Of course, of course. There is meat. Let me mark that off. What else? Okay, okay. We got a bench. There's some safety restraints. I see, I see. You never be too careful. There's a that's just an unorthodox sawhorse. Okay? That's all it is. And there's a bunch of little hooks on it. This is for hanging on the wall, you know? Place for everything in its place. This is load bearing. Wow. What's this say? X pole. A cross pole? Like CrossFit? Wow. Ooh, X marks the spot? We got another one of those crosses? We haven't seen one of these in a while, have we, gang? Oh my god. See the sacrifice? For sure, for sure. The gold tassel Party City garland is killing me. I was zooming in on this because I couldn't tell if that was like really cheap bamboo or something like that, but I was like, is that it's looking like some of those streamers or liners or whatever they're called. This would be a labor of love. I would say it's a labor of lust, but I'll call it for that, you know? Is that a... I'm trying to figure out what this guy is. Is it just a cage? Like, is this just a cage? I thought we've had ones in the past. Okay. The houses I backed up in the archives that I rediscovered today, I've got several that I have seen before on here, but it's been a long time. And I remembered one of them that has like one of these underneath the stairway into the sex dungeon. So I'm looking at this, I'm like, that's just a human-sized cage. That's a little tame in my opinion, you know? Okay. Got your pinnets, your streamers. Okay. How's the little statues? That's not drawing anything in my brain. I don't know if it's any statues. Visible damage. Oh, didn't I do that? Oh, that's right. I did meat. I'll do visible damage. The windows? What windows? These guys? That's just to see if the rooms are going okay. Okay. Now, I've got to say, if I'd not marked off cuck chair, I feel like this is like, no exaggeration, that is absolutely what this is, right? Like, we joke about it all the time. This was a brothel, wasn't it? I don't know. They don't say in the description from what I recall. Massage parlor? Well, funny you should bring that up. Because, where is it? There's beds. There's bed. Where is it? I know you're in here. There's a massage table in here somewhere. Ooh, what's up here on the dry erase? That's woman. That's a woman decal. No, that's a grayscale. That's like a lady in a leather outfit from a movie or something. I can't remember. Is she like a Marvel lady or something? I really need to get an awooga emote. I've been missing that for so long. Woman alert? Not a real woman, not in here. No. Oh, okay. A little damaged. Where is it? I thought there was a massage table. What's a guy got to do to get a massage around this place? Maybe it pops back in. Okay. There's just some lights. Okay. Okay. I thought there was a massage table. I mean, a couple of those could have been, but I could have swore there was one that had like a peephole in it, you know, for poking your head through and nothing else. I think the table was in the big Pilates room, the massage table. Let me scroll up in a second. If this is the end of it, yeah, let me scroll up again. Let me see here. I don't think I see one here. So not here in the front. Is there one in the back? Okay. That is gotta be it right back here. We can't see it from the side profile. It could just be a table, but I feel like that's gotta be a massage table, right? It's a hobby table, you know? You can see the face hole. Is it over here? Curious. What is on the right? It's sticking out. Oh, right. It's this. I thought it was cut in the middle usually. Okay. Huh. How quirky. I'm not like other house listings. I'm off the market. Sold for $157,000 last year. It comes with about 4 acres, right? Let's see. Sold. Yep. Anything fun in the description, or is the description gone? Damn. To be honest, I'm like 99% sure that there was no description. I think we saw this a year or two ago. We've not seen this guy actually. I am pretty sure I've not shown this. I usually remember this is one that got lost in the shuffle. I'm pretty sure. Because I feel like for a week or two, I was thinking, where did that house go? And I couldn't find it. Not ruling it out, but I'm like 95, 99% sure that this got lost. But anyway, you've seen it. There it is. That's it. A misogynist? Oh no! Oh no! Terrible. You can't tell people about these things. All right, let me see here. I don't have too much. Misogynist? Who's out here misogyning things? Hang on. Is there somebody I'm not rating a bit? We had Moths on here a while ago. She might be wrapping up. It's like the hell hours for her. Let me see here. Do we have a raid message in mind? Let me see here. Anybody I've not caught? Oh, actually. Is she wrapping up or is she still going? Where is she? Let me see here. I've not raided this person in a while. I think they're still going. Looking like. Okay. Let me see here. Yeah. Okay. Let's raid over to Barry. I've not caught Barry in forever. I don't know where she is in the game. She's doing Devil May Cry. Raid message? I don't know if I have one. You could use an emote, or you could just say howdy. Howdy with whichever emote you want. Maybe add an exclamation. Okay, I'm hitting the thing. I need to make a phone call and see what's going on with my folks. Fingers crossed. Hopefully nothing terrible? I don't know. Anyway, thanks for coming. Have a good week. I'll seize you when I seize you. Scram! All
right.